What is your American dream?
My American dream right now is for equality, especially for black women in America. Flint, Michigan hasn't had water in 4 years, and that should be something that is focused on now.
My American dream is getting out of student debt and making sure that no generation has to endure this crippling debt like the millennials have. I'm tired of it. I want to be able to own a home. That's my American dream.
I want to live in a place where everybody's equal. That's it. That's the promise of this country, is that we could all be equal, that nobody is above anybody else. That's my American dream.
The American dream is the everyone, regardless the race, the religion, the ideology, we can sit at the same tables and have the same opportunity to say, I'm a free man, I'm in the free world, and we have we deserve a better opportunity.
My American dream is to complete my education, meet as many people from as many different backgrounds as I can, and to eventually go back home and bring that knowledge to my small country and make people feel like they're mobile and they're able to do whatever they want, wherever they want, with no restrictions.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Well, Spar and Bernstein has been nothing but great to me throughout my trials. I mean, it's 5 years into this car accident, and they never gave up on me, never. And in everything, they fought for me, and I am so proud to tell everyone, don't even wink for a moment. It's you, Spar and Bernstein. My lawyer here, Mr. Barack, has been a cage animal. He wanted to go on trial, but thank God we settled out of court, and it was something that I'm very, very happy about. So everyone, I'm telling you, I'm not just making stories up. You have to use this law firm. Spar and Bernstein is the best, worldwide best.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The outcome of your divorce could affect you for the rest of your life. If you don't have the right attorney, you could literally be paid through the nose forever.
That's right, Brad. For example, did you know that half the money you put into your retirement during your marriage is up for grabs in your divorce? So a disagreement as to when your marriage exactly ended could cost you thousands of dollars from your hard-earned retirement fund. And let's say you bought a house together. Factors like who's paying the bills, who paid the down payment, and whether you're receiving rental income can all affect your settlement in huge ways.
If you're having family law issues, if you're having matrimonial issues, you need attorneys who are going to fight hard for you. Call the matrimonial department, the family law department, here at the law offices of Spar and Bernstein.
This is an attorney advertisement. Prior results do not guarantee similar outcomes.
Oh, hello there. Did you miss Friday's Brad and Squeeze show? Well, in case you did, I'll fill you in. Brad and Kim did not like Squeeze's name for his male Squeeze Squad members, Squeezers, and they want him to change that name. Antoinette Tuff, who talked down an active school shooter, came on the show to tell her story and share her message of encouragement to everyone facing difficult life issues. And one of Brad and Squeeze's top fans, Jeff Bosey, suggested that Brad use me as a head warmer. I was offended by that, Jeff. And what's going to happen on today's show? Well, watch and see. Enjoy.
It's hilarious.
That's very funny.
Yeah,
we like the groundhog.
It is.
We like the groundhog.
I really like the groundhog.
Yes, I was just making sure. What is behind this, by the way? That is a picture of what? We have a new picture behind us. San Diego, California, Squeeze.
Yep, that's where we are today.
Yes, we are in different places every day.
Different places
every
day.
10 minutes, Jill's going to change where we are.
I remember going to the San Diego Zoo.
Yeah.
And the aquarium. I remember going to a convention center.
I've never been to San Diego.
I remember when leaving San Diego and going to Tijuana.
Never been there either.
Yeah. Crossing the border.
Yes.
It's like a half hour away. You know?
Never been to Tijuana.
Going into Mexico. That's the first place I went in Mexico.
Although I'm sure the tequila's good there.
But I can tell you.
What?
Tijuana,
Once you cross, I'm like, where am I? It looks like I'm in. I don't even know how to describe it. It's a very poor community. Very poor community.
How would you describe Tijuana, Mexico?
I just said it. It's a
poor community.
It's a poverty-stricken community.
Mm-hmm. Right across the border.
Right across the border. It's amazing.
Which is why people want to run across the border.
Exactly. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So, good evening, by the way. Did you like the groundhog squeeze?
I love the.
I like the groundhog.
The skit of the groundhog.
Yes. Meanwhile, I want to say good evening to Carol Anderson, the Tiger, who said good evening to us. To
By the
Keisha
way,
Thomas.
Stop.
Sure.
I would like to ask the Brad Squad. I would like to ask Team Squeeze to come up with a name for the groundhog.
Okay.
We need a name.
Everybody has to have a name.
Everybody
like
has
Belgium
to.
Kim,
Yeah,
SMG.
It's unfair to the groundhog. That's like me calling you human.
Right.
You know, hey,
And it's
how do you
the
like the
Brad
human?
and Human show.
How do you like the human?
We need we need
you
Brad.
know, we
can't call him Gopher.
No, because he's not.
He's not a gopher.
Not a gopher.
Right. Can't kill all the gophers.
Yeah.
Nobody would be
We
playing.
need to come up with a name for it.
All right, Carol Anderson, the Tiger. Good evening.
Yes.
Come up with a name, Carol. We're counting on you.
Mm-hmm.
Takesha Thomas. Good evening. Also counting on you for a name. Smiley Smith, Donna Salmon. Ma Duke says hello to us. Squeeze.
Yep.
Marsha Everbless. Who else? Carrie Ann Wallace. Tamika Nelson. She didn't even say hi, Brad Squeeze. She just said, hey, Carol.
You know what I realized?
She's not even saying hello to us anymore.
All the Brad and Squeeze and
they're just saying
Team
hello to
Squeeze,
each other.
They all have subscribed to USA Credit Repair.
Good. Diane Watson, Pauline Williams, Janet Brown. Nobody says hello to us. Why am I saying hello to them? They're saying hello to each other. Valerie Wright Sherry. Janet Brown says hello, guys. At least she said hello to us. Cordella Willery, good evening to everybody. Now that's a nice thing to say. She said it to everybody, right? Law offices of Spar and Bernstein says hello Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. So
Happy
even
Monday
Spar
to
and
everybody.
Bernstein said hello to everybody. Margaret Lewis Grant, she says Jamaica, big up Spar and Bernstein. Pauline Williams, hello Tamika. Everyone's saying hello to Tamika.
Tamika's a star.
She's a star here. Yeah. Carlos Estrella, we haven't seen him since the days of the iPhone squeeze down in the Dominican Republic. He used to be a big watcher of the show, and then all of a sudden he disappeared.
He just vanished.
And now he's back. Denise Johnson, good afternoon. Pauline Williams.
How's Punta Cana, Carlos?
Who else? Vakisha Taylor, good evening to you as well. Let's see, did I forget anybody? Jella Shauna, Pathrona Collins, Janice Gordon. Jeff Bossi finally shows up about 8 minutes late. He was mentioned by the groundhog, but he missed it.
Jeff is going to be like, hey, I'm not getting a paycheck here.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You know, why the hell should I show up on that?
Kamisha Thielwell, Dawn Harriet, hello to you. All of the Brad and Squad, all of Team Squeeze, Nadine Martin, Monique Minzy, Sophie Allen, Janet Brown, Rosie Smith, Melessian Thomas. And the list goes on and on and on. Shahid Abdul Samad. That's a new one. It's a new person, I think. All right, the list goes on and on and on. So did you catch who didn't watch the Super Bowl yesterday?
I don't know.
You know what's funny? I watched from my window, I look into another apartment building. Mm-hmm. So I was watching the Super Bowl, and then I look out the window, and I'm looking at like 20 different apartments, and I could have watched the Super Bowl through my window in 20 other apartments.
So if they had cut your cable off, you could have
I could have watched it. I just had to look through the window, and I'll look at somebody else's television.
So you want to say Squeeze?
Congratulations, Squeeze.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
I took New England. Squeeze took Philadelphia. I owe you. One second. I'm taking out my wallet. Oh. Here's our bet.
Here we go. Check this out.
Okay.
It's going to give me $1.
$1.
What's this, Trading Places?
$1.
And of course I took it.
$1. He took it. $1. That was our bet.
Thank you so much, man.
That was our bet. $1.
This is the most you've ever really given me.
Yes.
Given.
Everything else has been earned by you.
Thank you.
Yes.
This is the most you have given me. All right?
$1. Here is your bet. $1.
All right.
You ruined Tom Brady's life for $1. If Squeeze picked New England would have won. That's like the power Squeeze has. You ruined this guy's life.
No, I
kind
didn't.
of like Duke and Duke.
He won like 6 Super Bowls already.
No, he won. He's won 5 Super Bowls, and he has now lost 3.
Oh, he won 5.
He won 5, lost 3.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry, 4 because New England won 1 before Brady was there. He won 4 Super Bowls, and he has now lost 3. 2 to the Giants and 1 to the Eagles. He's 4-3. I believe.
It happens, you know?
I believe.
And the Eagles were very hungry. You've got to give it up for the coach, though.
That was some call at the end of the first half.
You've got to give it up for the coach.
He had some kahunas, right?
Is that what? Are we allowed? Balls.
Oh, I forgot we're not on the radio. Yeah, he had some
well,
balls.
You can say balls. Yeah, balls. There's
he had some balls. That guy.
Balls not FCC regulated.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot. I'm thinking we're on the radio. No. He had some big balls.
It was a very entertaining game.
It really
from start to the finish.
It really was.
You know, and those 2 calls, man, for the Eagles.
And you want to know what? I noticed, and I don't know if Trump has had a real effect on this or the players just decided not to, but I noticed nobody kneeled.
Yeah, nobody did.
Nobody kneeled.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the Super Bowl.
And I don't get it because the whole kneeling thing, if you really think about it, it's a freaking song. Okay? And you're not disrespecting America. You're not disrespecting the song. What you're saying is, you know what? I want to bring attention to a problem in America.
You're protesting.
Exactly. And what I'm protesting is the way that it started at the police treating blacks, but it has gone into just basically civil rights and your right to speak out and how certain communities are being treated in America. It had nothing to do with the song. It has nothing to do with patriotism. Okay? When I can guarantee you, Squeeze, I was thinking about it. Somebody's in the military, okay? You're in the military and you go to war. And by the way, these are the bravest people in the world. I'm not taking anything away from them. Okay? Nobody goes to war and nobody goes into Iraq or Afghanistan or they're on the border with North Korea and says, I'm doing this for the song. Nobody says that, right?
Yeah, I understand nobody says, but they want respect.
Of course they want respect.
Yeah, they want
but
your
it's
love.
but
they
it,
want to know
but
that,
it's not being disrespectful. I don't look at it as being disrespectful to them. I think actually it's respecting what America stands for, which is your right to say what you want to say. It's actually the opposite. I think that if somebody kneels and they want to say something and they want to present something and they want somebody to think about something and they want to be able to say something and express something, that's really what America stands for. Where where people get disrespected, I think, is because they look at these athletes and they're making millions of dollars. So I think people are saying, you know what, these athletes are making a lot of money. I don't make as much money as these athletes. What are they complaining about? But what they're missing, the point is they're complaining about a much bigger picture. They're not complaining about their salary. They're not complaining about they're very lucky in life. Nobody says they're not lucky in life. Okay, I think they're.
I don't think luck has anything to do with it.
I think part.
I don't believe in luck.
I believe in a little bit of luck. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
That's not luck.
Yes, it is. No. Yes, it is.
God has your roadmap. He knows exactly He knows what you're going to say before you say it.
That's true.
So that's your roadmap.
You know what? I know what you're about to say right now.
What? 1-800-529-5465?
I was wrong. I was wrong. I was going to say share.
That's because you're not God.
That's true.
You know, I just proved that you're not God.
That is true.
By the way, folks, we just found out that Brad is not God.
Despite the fact
that he did not know what I was going to say.
Right. I never thought I was God. I just thought I was somewhat godlike.
No, not even that. No. Blasphemy right now.
All right.
You know? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the Brad and Squeeze Show. My name is David Squeeze Anarchy, and I'm going to be here until 7:30 with the attorney, Bradford H. Bernstein. As a businessman, I can say this. Things only get better if you market. So what it is that we need for each and every one tuning into the show right now called Brad and Squeeze is for you to go to the Facebook page. Obviously, you're on it, Facebook Live. And you're going to share the show with just about every friend that you have. We ask for you to do this because we're ready, willing, and able to answer any and all U.S. immigration questions. All right? We also ask for you to call the law offices of Spar Bernstein, the same number, and book an appointment to see Bradford H. Bernstein. Not just for immigration, but there's also personal injury, criminal defense, family law, tax law, and a whole lot more. We're doing this each and every single weekday at 5:30 until 7:30 p.m. Even on Fridays, even on Fridays, even on Fridays, even on Fridays, even with a groundhog, even on Fridays. Anyway, that's an inside joke. All right, so let's go to, as a matter of fact, we are actually going to demonstrate what it is that we do here on the Brad and Squeeze Show. And don't forget, this is all powered and sponsored by USACreditRepairInc.com. We still have operators standing by at USACreditRepairInc.com. But we also have operators standing by at Spar and Bernstein. So, Brad.
Yes, sir.
Can we get to?
We can.
By the way,
I'm just enjoying the banter on Facebook.
Pardon my manners.
Yes.
I've always been brought up to give women respect at all times. I want to say a pleasant good evening to the woman that's in the production room, and also, of course, to the woman Kim Moore, the lady Kim Moore.
What about Muta Ali? He's a man.
He's not a woman.
Correct.
I never said I'm not, I said
You'll
women.
say hello to him,
all right?
too.
Listen, whoa. I'm talking about women. Can't you wait? Okay? That's like, it's like the products that we have. We have two products at BioLife. One's called Duralast and one's called DuraFirst. Guess what? Duralast is for the man and DuraFirst is for the woman. Why do you think?
Because the man...
That one went over yet. Forget it. Skip over it.
Yeah.
All right. That one went over his head. Anyway.
I'm just enjoying watching the banter on Facebook.
Whoa.
I'm enjoying the banter on Facebook, Squeeze. Like Tamika, remember Kevin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Kevin just called Tamika. That's That's Tamika's husband. He was on our show with Tamika.
Yeah, I remember.
Months ago.
Yeah.
Okay. And Tamika goes, Kevin, my husband just called, but I'm not picking up because I don't want to miss 1 minute of the show.
This is better than some
Right.
sitcom on television.
We may have divorce court with Tamika and Kevin very soon. I don't know. All right. 1-800-529-5465. We're in Hollywood, California now,
I
Squeeze.
thought we're supposed to be in a different place every day. But
Every
now
10
it's like
minutes.
we're...
It's every 10 minutes.
Oh, every 10 minutes
Every
we're
10
in a
minutes
different place.
we go somewhere else. 1-800-529...
Why don't we go to Tijuana?
Well, right now, I wish we had a picture of San Francisco because that's where we're going right now.
All right, let's go to San Francisco.
Let's go pick Roberto in San Francisco, California. Roberto.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would work much better. Yeah, Roberto from San Francisco, California.
Yes,
How
I'm
are you?
here. How are you today?
Roberto, what's up? And thank you for catching us on Facebook and YouTube because I know you check out YouTube sometimes, right?
Yeah. I love to see you. I saw you in YouTube, and believe me, for the last 5 days, every single day, I watch before I go to bed.
Great.
I love your show.
Great, thank you.
Thanks a lot, man. Spread the word, all right?
I like it.
Thank you. What's going on?
I have a question. I got a felony. I'm from a federal felony. They call it like a false statement and loan application. It's 18 USC section 1014. And I need your professional advisor. First of all,
tell me, what do they call it again? I mean, I don't know what USC 8125462 is. I have no idea.
It's a
okay,
false,
but just tell me, what is it they call it?
False statement and loan application.
A false statement and a loan application. Okay. So
Yes.
were you trying to get a mortgage?
Well, yeah, I lost my property in 1999 in foreclosure.
Right.
And the SBI went through my office, followed my broker, and they found my file.
Okay. Did you go to jail?
No.
Was this a felony or a misdemeanor in federal court?
It's a felony.
It was a felony, and this was 1999?
In 1998, July 1998, I got the conviction.
Okay. And it was a false, did you go to jail?
No, I didn't go. They gave me 4 months on detention and 3 years probation and $65,000 restitution.
Okay. All right. So that's an aggravated felony. I was about to ask what the restitution was. So you are convicted of an aggravated felony if you commit a fraud, and this is what it sounds like. This is a fraud, and the loss to the victim, in this case was the bank, is in excess of $10,000. So because you had restitution of $65,000, the facts are somebody lost $65,000. You had to pay it back. So the loss was over $10,000. It's an aggravated felony. That's a problem for you. Now, you have a green card. What's your situation?
Green card.
When did you get your green card?
I get my green card with amnesty in 1987.
Okay, where are you originally from?
Pardon?
Where are you originally from?
Where are you from?
Okay, Nicaragua.
You're from Nicaragua. All right. So this is the deal. You should not be renewing your green card. You shouldn't be doing anything. I want you to stay on hold. I want you to hold on, have a consultation with us. The reason is I want to review all of your criminal records. We want to see, did anybody tell you, by the way, in 1998? I assume they had to have, but maybe not. In 1998, did they tell you when you pled guilty, you were pleading guilty to an aggravated felony?
No, they didn't say. Yes, I went. The guy, I made a mistake with the guy I hired. It was unprofessional, and it tried to make it a plea agreement. I didn't know. When I went to court, they gave me the charge
All right, so hold on. I think we're going to have to go through this and go through your criminal records because you have an aggravated felony. You're a deportable alien. And we got to take a look at the criminal records first and then figure out what to do for you. So hold on 1 second, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Once again, folks, the Brad and Squeeze Show, 1-800-529-5465. But don't forget to also place your questions on the Facebook page where Kim Moore, a lady, of course, will be reading off those questions along with myself later on. So make sure that you place those questions on the Facebook page. Brad, next call.
Renee in Maplewood, New Jersey. Renee.
Yes, hello?
Hi, Renee.
Hi, Renee.
Hi.
Hello, Renee.
It's Miss Renee.
It's Miss Renee. Excuse me.
My apologies.
It's Miss Renee.
Miss Renee.
It's okay.
It's okay. Don't ever have that.
Don't ever make that mistake again.
No.
Right?
Okay, Miss Renee. What can I do to help you?
Yes. How are you guys
good.
today?
Great.
We're wonderful, Miss Renee.
Okay. Yeah. I wanted to ask a question.
Sure, Miss Renee.
So I came here on a K2 visa.
Mm-hmm. K2.
I know. Excuse me?
You was a K2 visa. Is that what you said?
Yes.
So you were the child of someone who came over as a fiance to marry an American citizen.
Yes, correct. So now.
See how I knew that, Squeeze?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I was just boasting to Squeeze. Continue.
They should call you the immigration god.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. So when did you come on the K2 visa?
2008.
2008.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
you
yes.
came with your dad or your mom?
Dad, father.
Did he marry the woman?
Yes, they did got married.
Okay, great.
And I believe I was 12.
Okay.
And I came in August, so I was 12 and turned
What year was
in
this?
September.
What year was this?
2008.
Okay. And
Around August.
And did your dad get his green card?
Yes, he got his green card and been married before 6 months. And at that time, we didn't speak English. So every time my stepmother would go to Social Security and places to file our papers together because we all came together.
Where are you from?
We're from Haiti.
You're from Haiti. Okay, so
Yes.
your dad got his green card. You never got anything then. Is that what you're saying to me?
Me and my brother, we never got anything until she divorced him.
Do you know, what do you mean until she divorced him? What happened when she divorced him?
Well, what happened when she divorced him is now she couldn't file for us anymore because we finished high school, we wanted to go to college.
Right.
So we asking her, like, did you file for anything? Now we ready, to take our next step in life. And she always said, okay, I will bring it to you guys.
And the wife never filed for you?
No, because we went to immigration and they said we don't have no status.
How old are you now?
So I'm 22.
You're 22 years old now. And your
Yes.
brother is how old?
He turned 24 this January, January that just passed.
Did you do TPS?
No, we didn't do TPS.
Did you do
because
DACA?
We didn't know anything.
Did you do DACA?
We didn't know about it.
Did you do DACA?
No.
So let me get this straight. You came here when you were, did you go to school here in America?
Yes, I did middle school and high school.
And where's your dad in all of this? Did he ever wonder, gee, how do I make my kid legal?
My dad is a lazy father, and he listens to whatever other people are saying.
And when you turned 17, 18, what did you do? You became an adult. What did you do? You say, hey, this is wrong. I've been here illegal. I'm out of status.
Yeah, so now what I did is I married my boyfriend since high school. So now we're married, and we have 5 months old together. So now he wants to file for me.
Right. But he needs
Yes.
you need to do a provisional waiver because you can't adjust on a K2 unless you're doing it through the marriage that your father broke up. All right. So, but we can help you. So hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
All right. The bottom line is she can be helped.
That's the key.
Lazy father. I don't get it.
Why are you calling a man lazy?
I'm repeating what she's told me.
She said her father is lazy?
Yes. You weren't paying attention?
I thought she said her father was amazing.
No, not amazing. Lazy.
Could have sworn I heard amazing.
I heard lazy.
Which one? She said she had an amazing father.
No, she said my dad. I said, why did your dad not do anything over 10 years? And she said, because my dad didn't do anything because he's amazing. No, she said, my dad didn't do anything because he was lazy.
My dad's an amazing father, but that's what I heard.
No, I didn't hear that. Omar in Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah. Hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay, sir, and you?
I am fantastic.
Okay, well, I have a question to ask about my brother.
About your brother?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, my brother came here in 2016, August. All right, and actually he came in a contract with B1 visa, B2, B1, B2
Where's
visa.
he from?
He's from Guinea.
He's from Guinea. Okay, so
Yeah,
he came on a
yeah,
tourist visa what year?
Oh, he came on 2016.
In 2016. Where's he now? In New Jersey?
Yeah, no, he's in Minnesota right now.
He's in Minnesota right now.
Yeah. Yeah, what happened?
So what's the story with him?
Okay, actually, what happened was this. When he came and, because I never needed assistance and he wanted to go to school, and I had a friend in Minnesota. He said, oh, wow, you can change from B2 to student visa so he can go to school. You understand? So basically, and my friend said he met a lawyer, and lawyer said we're going to pay like 2005. And I work hard, and when he went to Minnesota, I work hard. I sent the money 2005. And this lawyer took the money, and he said my brother should give him the visa and the passport, which my brother did. But I don't know what happened. He did not do anything. He kept my brother.
Okay, so let me. Did your brother go to school? Did he enroll in a school?
He did. That's what I'm saying. I'm just giving. He did. My brother didn't go to school, but he kept my brother for 7 months. My brother.
So
was
So your brother went to some quote unquote lawyer in Minnesota who said, "I'm going to change your status to a student visa." But your brother,
Yes.
did he get ever accepted to a school?
No, he didn't go to school. That's what I'm saying. He
No.
didn't go to
My
school.
question to you is, you can't change your status to a student until you get accepted to a school. So the process is get accepted to a school, and then the school gives you an I-20, and then either the school will change your status, you can do it yourself, you can go to a lawyer, whatever you choose to do. So my question is, did any of that happen, or was it more of your brother said, I don't understand this process, I'm going to a lawyer, and the lawyer says, yes, I'll get you a student visa. Your brother goes, sounds good to me, and hands him over the passport and $2,500, and your brother hasn't seen anything since. Is that basically what happened?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, that's what happened. Because after when I was here, actually, I was in person. Everything was just communication because my brother was in Minnesota.
Okay,
when
so
I was
now
in
your
New
brother,
Jersey.
let me, I get it. So now your brother's out of status. He's out, you're out $2,500, and he has a lost passport because I assume this guy is nowhere to be found who took the passport.
No. I would prefer you give me a chance. Let me explain what happened exactly. Like when my brother went to Minnesota, when I sent the money, a lawyer took the document and he said he's going to change my brother's status to go to school. And actually, he kept my brother for 7 months. And
Yeah,
when you come in this country, when you enter in the country with a B1 visa,
it's 6 months.
It is 1 year. They're going to give you 6 months. And before that 6 months, you got to leave out of the country. You understand?
Omar, didn't I just say this, Squeeze, or is it my imagination? Didn't I just say he came here on a visitor's visa, he went to some guy, the guy said he's going to give you a student visa, he didn't do anything, and he's now out of status? I think I summarized it. I got it.
Yeah,
I got it. I got it.
No.
Okay. So now the problem is he's out of status, and the guy took his money. I understand what the problem is. That's the problem. The problem is the guy took his money. He promised him something that he didn't deliver on. The guy has his passport. He has his $2,500, and your brother is in Minnesota doing God knows what out of status right now. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Watching the Super Bowl.
I'm kind of confused. Yeah.
What are you confused about?
Yeah, I'm confused about because right now my brother when he go back out of the country because the time
if your brother leaves, he's out of status. His visa's up. He will never be allowed back in America again.
That's the problem.
That is the problem.
Now, you see
it's because he got defrauded by some guy.
Yes.
Government doesn't care. because even if he got defrauded, it's still his responsibility to stay in status. He can't rely, you can't rely on the fact. You can't rely on the fact that I gave my money to some guy who promised to do something. That lets me off the hook. That allows me to take my head, stick it in the ground, not hear anything, not do anything, and therefore I have no responsibility to figure out what my status is. You still have the responsibility to stay in status. He got defrauded based on what you told me. He is now out of status. If he leaves, his visa's no good. He has maybe a 3 or maybe even a 10-year bar, but he's certainly not going to be able to come back. So he's got a big problem now. Okay, so let's take a step back. Okay, that's what you need to understand. The fact that he got defrauded, unfortunately, under the law, doesn't relieve him of the fact that he's now here illegally. The government doesn't care. He goes back to Guinea. He goes to the U.S. Embassy, tells this whole sad story. The government's going to say, get the hell out of here. Who cares? You lived here illegally. You think Donald Trump cares that he got defrauded?
No.
Absolutely not. So hold on one second. I don't have an answer for him, but he needs a consultation so we can figure out what options he has to get back into status, okay? So hold on 1 second.
Once again, folks, the number here is 1-800-529-5465. Brad, we're actually a half hour, more than half an hour, 32 minutes into the show. Can we find our social media queen?
We can. I have a lot of people on hold here.
But those people also have questions. Equally as the people who are on hold.
Let's find social media queen.
Thank you.
Squeeze.
The voice of reasoning.
No, if I only listened to Squeeze,
hey,
you
wouldn't have lost 10 grand in the Super Bowl.
I would not have lost. I did not lose 10 grand in the Super Bowl.
You lost it to someone
I
else.
lost $1.
No, to me, you lost, but you lost 10 grand to someone else.
Are you saying that I have a gambling problem? I would lose $10,000.
No one mentioned the word problem. I mentioned the word loss.
I didn't lose $10,000.
No, I'm sorry. You're absolutely right.
Hashtag fake news.
You lost $10,001.
Hashtag fake news. It's not true. All right, let's find. Hello. How are you?
Here I am over here fighting for you.
Let me ask you a question.
Like the people who place the people who place their questions on Facebook are not like people who place their questions on the phone line.
I have 2 questions for you. Okay.
Okay.
My first question is are we truly that much taller than you? Number 1. Okay. Okay, good. And number 2, I was just double checking. Okay. And number 2. Are you really back in the office and disease free?
No, I have in my apartment set up a TV that looks just like it. I'm fooling everyone.
Because the groundhog filmed right in that same exact seat that you were supposed to be sitting in all day. So, I was a little curious on when you actually showed up to work today.
Right. The groundhog, if it hadn't been for the groundhog, I would have gotten away with it.
Yeah, it is very true. The groundhog, the groundhog was there and you're right, exactly. The unnamed groundhog, Squeeze. Did you notice?
Unnamed.
You see, I'm watching. That groundhog was in the same seat.
Tamika said that we should name him Cracker Jack.
Why?
She didn't give a reason. It was just a suggestion for a groundhog name.
Jill thinks Sam the groundhog.
Sam?
But no, there's backstory there. Jill had laughed at the name Sam.
Right. Because whenever I give an example and say, okay, let's say Sam marries somebody, or I always use Sam as the right. She goes, why Sam? I go, I have no idea. I don't know.
And sometimes Johnny.
Sometimes Johnny, but usually Sam. We'll come up with a name for the groundhog soon. But let's get into our social media questions. And please, Squeeze, can you remind people
to share?
To share.
I'm reminding all of you. Share.
Let's get up to.
Don't let me come over there.
Let's get up to 300 views, Squeeze.
Nobody shares dinner around here.
Squeeze. You want to see Squeeze yell and scream to share? Squeeze. Until we get to 300 views, we are not doing page 21.
That's okay. And I'm not going to tell anyone to share until I get dinner. So hey.
Right. And God damn it, Kim is not doing anything until what?
Everybody shares.
Until everybody shares.
Until everybody, yeah, I'll do that. Actually, I'm not nearly as high maintenance as you, so I'll do what I'm at.
Who do you think is more high maintenance, Kim, me or Squeeze?
Ooh.
That's a hard call.
That is
No, it's not a hard call. That's a very easy call.
Yes, it's obviously Squeeze.
Failure.
It's obviously
It says-
Squeeze.
Let's go with that.
Yes. All right, let's go. Are we doing rapid fire today, Squeeze? Are you going to read one off and Kim's going to read one off?
No, I'm still sharing.
Okay, fine. Let's go, Kim.
I got to pick my friends from my Facebook and share to them.
Okay.
You know.
Let's go.
Real on YouTube wants to know. I've got a quick question. My brother filed for citizenship in June of 2017. He's currently waiting for an interview date. Is this still a normal waiting time for Texas?
June?
June.
Yes, it's about 9 months. You should be getting something by March or April.
Billy says that he lost his green card, but he still has the alien number. Can he go ahead and do the citizenship now?
Yep.
Diana asks, if a mom files for her children and they're all grown people, how long is that going to take as a citizen?
Grown people is about 8 years.
Literally
as long as the people are not married. If the people are married, it's going to take longer.
Daryl says, I really want to go to California. I'm from the Philippines. I'm 33 years old and I am single. Is there any way that I can immigrate to California?
You're asking, how can you get a green card? You need a consultation. Right.
From your lips.
Thank you.
Takesha asks, do I have to submit last year's tax documents if I'm submitting filing paperwork for my kids this month? Or can I just submit my 2014 through 2016 tax documents since my husband, who is the petitioner, has not filed last year's yet?
Yeah, 2017 is not due till April 15th. So as long as you file before April 15th, you can file with 2014, 15, and 16.
But if you file after April 15th, you have to submit.
Unless you show something that's on extension.
Sylvie says, can I take my ex-boyfriend to court for child support while he's living out of the U.S.? I have 2 kids with him.
You can, but it's going to be very hard to collect the money.
Doesn't mean she shouldn't do it.
Shouldn't do it.
She should do it.
Right, she should absolutely do it because you never know when he'll be coming back.
Lucille says, my son is married to a U.S. citizen woman. They have a child together, but she broke up with him and took away the child. He hasn't seen the child for over 4 years now. He's paying child support, and she has another child from a different man. He now wants to divorce this woman, and he doesn't know where to serve the papers. What does he do?
Well, if you're paying child support, somebody knows where this woman lives because you're paying child support. So she's
getting money.
She's getting money somewhere. And by the way, why don't you go see your kid? Why don't you go back to the family court and ask for visitation and demand visitation? You're paying for your child, and I think a father should always be in a child's life. So what, right, Squeeze?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
why are you not seeing your kid? That's a whole other story. But yes, you can find out where she lives. It's pretty easy if she's collecting child support, and you hire a sheriff or a process server. I always like hiring the sheriff because it scares the shit out of people. Yeah. You know, this guy comes and knocks on the door. He's got this big hat.
And he's got a gun.
What?
And he's got a gun.
Yeah, he's got a gun.
And handcuffs.
Right. And if it's like if it's in Maricopa County in Arizona, it's Mr. Arpaio. Okay, and they scare the hell out of you and serve you with a divorce summons.
Well, you know the sheriff really can't do anything.
Can't do anything, right?
They can't do it. People hear the sheriff and they,
Sheriff's in town! There's a new sheriff in town, Squeeze, and he's not going to take any bullshit from you. That's only in the movies.
On their
It's only in the
when
movies.
They come up and
It's only in the
tassel
movies. By the way, I love the fact that we're not on the radio and I can say stuff like this now, right? All right, let's continue.
Squeeze is like still a family show.
It's a family show. Let's keep it going.
That's what I got.
Natalie wants to know YouTube.
Wait, Mazel Tov, everybody. We hit 200 for about 30 seconds. Continue now. Okay. Squeeze.
Natalie says,
Yes.
what is an immigrant visa number?
An immigrant visa number?
Yep.
That is the priority dates that they're processing for green cards. So, for example, let's say that Squeeze is my brother from another mother or from the same mother. Because if you were from another mother, you couldn't file for me. But let's say Squeeze is my brother from the same mother. Okay? From the same mom. It's a great trick by mom, but still seems to work. Mom is very talented. So let's see. Let's say Squeeze is my brother from the same mother, and Squeeze files for me. He's the U.S. citizen, and files for me on Monday. Monday was February 5th, I believe. So that would be my priority date, February 5th. Then you go and look at the visa numbers, and they say the priority dates for brothers and sisters is some date in 2004. So that's the number they're working on right now. So when they say the immigrant number they're working on, that's the priority date they're working on. And now your priority date is established on the day in which your application gets filed.
Okay.
Carol wants to know, can someone get a green card when the wife didn't show up for the interview?
No, unless you're an abused spouse, but you got to get the abused spouse approved.
Okay. She has like an interesting follow-up that I can't quite decipher, so I'm going to ask your help on the Facebook translation. The husband came up without inspection and got the waiver back in 2001 and paid $1,000.
He's 245I. He paid the $1,000 penalty fee because it was filed before April 30th, 2001. So it wasn't a waiver, it was you paid the grandfathering penalty fee. But let's do this, Kim.
How many calls did she go through?
What? She went through a bunch, but we have a whole bunch of people on hold I'd like to get to. Have been waiting over 30 minutes.
Are you trying to say that the people who call gets through before the
No,
people?
we're trying to go through everybody here. We're going to get to everybody. I
But
promise.
just let
It's
the
a
people-
long
Equal
show.
opportunity
Let's let the
answerers.
people on Facebook
It's
wait.
it's a long show. It's a
Brad
long
wants
show.
the people on Facebook to wait.
Okay, it's very annoying to wait 25 minutes and hear our on-hold music. I get it.
And it's very
Okay?
annoying that you're on Facebook waiting for your question to be answered.
Listen, it's
you
also
know,
very annoying when I want to get to the next question and Squeeze has to lambaste me so we can't answer anything. That was
You
also
could have answered
very
3
annoying.
questions in this time, you guys.
I've got the answer for you.
What?
You spent 20 minutes answering that guy's question from out in whatever.
The guy from Newark with the brother in Minnesota.
The Timbuktu guy.
Yeah,
the guy
he was
from
struggling.
Timbuktu.
No, he was from Guinea. The brother was from
You
Guinea.
spent 20 minutes.
But you know what? Last time I said to the guy, I got it. Stop it. Let me give you the answer. Squeeze lambasted me for saying I don't let the guy talk.
Not this time.
All right, so
today.
what I would like you to do as my
delicate dance,
as my partner here, and help me with that delicate. By the way, the best commercial was Eli Manning, Odell Beckham dancing. That was the best commercial. But the fact is, Squeeze, I need you to jump in and say, "Okay, enough. Brad gets it." Can you do that for me every so often?
I want to jump in and
Why
tell
do
you to
I always
speed
have
up.
to be the bad guy?
Whoa.
I'm always the bad guy here. All right. Belgium, Kim, we're going to come back to you in a few minutes. All right. I want to answer.
I tried, Kim. I know they were complaining, but I tried. I know they were all complaining and calling Brad expletives behind the scene, but I tried to save him. All right? You can go. You don't know what we're talking about. I tried to save him, but don't worry about it. I tried my best. You saw me going in trying to save his ass, but doesn't listen. Let's go to the phone lines.
Brad's face.
Let's go to the phone lines, man. Let's go to the phone lines.
Tarnished.
I'm looking at my producer right now.
Let's go to the phone
Producer,
lines.
do you hear what he's saying?
Let's go to the phone lines.
Producer, do something for this guy.
Let's go to the phone lines.
All right.
We gotta go.
I want you to know the person who was waiting 27 minutes now just hung the phone up
Okay.
and didn't get their question
that
answered.
person went to Facebook and placed it for Kim.
No, all right. So now we're going to go to Leo in Anaheim, California.
Leo.
So if we go to Leo, the Hollywood sign would be great. Leo.
Hi, how are you guys?
How are you?
How you doing, Leo?
Good.
What's up?
I became a legal resident on the immigration 86, 87.
Yes.
And then I had a hit and run felony on 90.
A hit and run felony?
Yes.
You
they found
ran
me-
over somebody and kept driving.
Well, that's how it was found, but I wasn't guilty.
I'm just trying to be
So,
clear
but
of what
anyway.
he did. Okay.
Yes.
And when did you get
Yes.
your
Well,
green card?
I got the green card on late 89.
Okay, where you from?
I'm from Mexico.
Okay. So what is your question?
My question is if I can become a U.S. citizen if I have a hit and run with a resulting in death. and
When
it
was
vacated.
your conviction?
My conviction was early 91.
And did you got put in deportation?
No, I have
Never,
renewed
never.
my green card twice,
Okay.
and they have never.
All right. So, and did you go to jail?
Yes, I was in jail
For how long?
3 months and 2-year probation.
Did the person die?
Yes.
Okay. So was it a manslaughter? Was it
Well,
a
that's the
negligent
thing,
homicide?
I don't know how they qualify it.
I don't know
That's the
either.
thing.
So it depends on whether you're convicted of an aggravated felony. Will depend on whether you can file your citizenship. If you have an aggravated felony after November 17th, 1990, that bars you from ever becoming a U.S. citizen. Now, luckily for you, your conviction happened before April of 1996, because if it happened after April 96, you would be deported already. The fact that you're an aggravated felon prior to April 96 and you spent less than 5 years in jail is probably why they never bothered putting you in deportation, because you're eligible for a 212C waiver. Now, whether or not you're eligible for citizenship depends on exactly what you were found guilty of. And the only way I can figure that out is to actually see exactly what you were found guilty of. So how do you find out exactly how the person's guilty of? You look at their disposition. So hold on 1 second, and we would need to have that consultation with you, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Once again, folks, the number here is 1-800-529-5465. Let's get to another one.
Okay. We got Shika in Brooklyn. Shika in Brooklyn.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening,
Good
Shika
evening.
in Brooklyn.
Okay, hi. So my question is, I have a friend. She was a green card holder here in America.
Right.
And her dad sent her on a one-way ticket back to Jamaica, 7 years now.
Right.
Is it possible for her to come back, and what's the process in doing that?
Who got sent home? Tell me what happened.
Okay, so she was here. Her dad filed for her as a child. She came here, and then the father sent her back to
How old is she
Jamaica on a
now?
one-way ticket.
How old is she now?
And she never came back.
How old is she now?
She just turned 21.
Okay. So what she needs to do is go to the U.S. Embassy immediately. She's abandoned her permanent residence by not coming back before the age of 18. Explain the situation and apply for what's called an SB1 visa. An SB1 visa is for a returning permanent resident who has abandoned their permanent residence but can show proof that they really never intended to abandon their permanent residence. And you have to show your family ties, economic ties. I don't know what her ties are here other than the father who gave her the one-way ticket home, which wasn't terribly nice of the father. But I think she needs to have a consultation so we can explain to her how the process works and what she needs to bring in. The longer she stays in Jamaica, the harder it is to get.
Okay.
So hold on 1 second, okay?
1-800-529-5465. Hopefully you're all sharing out there. It's extremely important that you all share.
We're at 233 squeeze. We should be getting to 350 today.
I'm saying 500.
350, I would be happy. And I told you we will have the greatest USA credit segment of all time.
I heard that before.
The greatest.
I've heard
the biggest.
I've heard that.
It's going to be huge.
I've heard that.
Huge.
I heard that.
The biggest USA credit segment of all time.
I've heard that.
Once we hit a certain amount of views.
I've heard it.
Who wants to see the greatest USA credit segment of all times? Who wants to see it? Because if you want to see it, you got to get your friends to watch. At least
Everybody's
300.
watching. Everybody wants to
not
see the
everybody's
USA credit
watching.
press segment.
No,
They're
no, there's
all-
70 people out there who don't know about it yet.
Okay, all right.
Let's go to Shandell in Brooklyn. Shandell.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
Hi,
Good
Shandell.
evening.
What's up,
Shandell?
I am calling because I filed for my husband and his kids and my stepchildren, and he got his 2 years green card. When would the kids be able to come? He got his 2 years green card July of last year.
Why would the kids not be able to come? The spouse has to file separately for the kids. How old are the
Repeat
kids?
that?
Well, let me ask you a question. How old are the children?
The kids are 14 and 16.
Okay, where are they right now?
In Guyana.
And has anybody done anything to get them here?
No.
Okay, so this man married a U.S. citizen, correct?
Yes, I'm a U.S. citizen.
Okay, you're the wife.
Yes.
Okay, you need to file for the children immediately. File separate I-130 visa petitions for them now, one for each of them, and they'll get here in about a year, and we can help you. Okay?
Okay, because I already filed all the papers.
And what
I sent in
happened?
everything.
So what happened?
The I-130,
So what
everything. Nothing ever came back for the kids.
What do you mean nothing ever came? You filed an I-130 for the husband.
Yeah, but I put the kid's name on it
That's
also.
not, you never filed for the kids. So you
Oh,
file
so you
for the
gotta do that.
husband, right? You have to. That's what I'm saying. You got to file separately for the children. So when you add the children's names on your husband's application, what you are doing is you're answering a question. The question is, what's the name of your husband's kids? That doesn't that doesn't logically mean that you have filed for them.
Oh, okay. So you got to file separate for them.
Correct.
Okay.
Hold on, we can help you.
1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465.
Are you being serious now by taking the glasses off, Squeeze? Or why are you taking your glasses off at this moment?
Because I can't see with my glasses on.
You cannot
far,
see.
Very far. I can only, this is just for reading.
Reading.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what happens when you get old.
When you get old. I don't know anything about that.
No.
I see perfect.
Sure you do.
I do. All right, 1-800-529-5465. That's the number to call Spar and Bernstein. It's also the number to get on our show. I want to talk about USA Credit Repair. We have Nora Sandigo we want to talk about also.
Nora Sandigo.
Yes, she is the legal guardian of 1,252 children, Squeeze. Talking about giving people an American dream, she took guardianship of 1,252 children whose parents got deported. She's like the old lady in the shoe, but the old lady in the shoe only had 100 kids. You remember that?
Yeah.
Right. This woman has 1,252 children.
Why don't you expound on that?
I can't because I have to talk about USA Credit Repair right now.
Okay.
We didn't get to 300, so you're not going to see the greatest USA Credit Repair segment ever, but you'll get to see a little bit of USA Credit Repair. We're going to start with Squeeze telling us about USA Credit Repair. Squeeze, take it away. Tell us all about it.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is David Anarchy, and I know a lot about USA Credit Repair. For everyone that's out there that would like to have their credit repaired for free for 30 days, USA Credit Repair would like to show and prove and demonstrate that they are truly, genuinely the best credit repair agency in all of the United States of Donald Trump. All right? So every single person that's out there, call USA Credit Repair right now. We do have operators standing by. As a matter of fact, we've got quite a few operators standing by at USA Credit Repair. If you call them right now, they are going to give you the first 30 days of your credit repair absolutely free.
You got to be a little louder with
No,
this.
I don't have to be a little
You
louder.
do because nobody is hearing you.
No.
Okay? Do
No.
you get it? 30 days free.
Let me ask you something.
30 days free.
Do I tell you how to answer your immigration questions?
No, but it's
Okay, thank you.
30 days free.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I am being very mundane right now. All right? The next 30 days is 100% free. If you call USA Credit Repair right now and nobody, and they do not give this to you, I'm firing everybody over there. So you're going to get the first 30 days free. And I'm serious. So call them right now at 1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177. I'm only 50 seconds in. That's 1-800.
If you're not 50 seconds in, everybody will shut off our show.
7177. By you saying it, yes. 1-800-872-7177. That's what happens.
Be a little more exciting when you do it.
No. 1-800.
You scream and yell. People say, who is this crazy guy screaming and yelling about?
1-800-872-7177.
You can't be cerebral and do USA Credit
Anyone
Repair.
out there that has a credit score under 700, or even if it's above and you've got some negative infractions, they will take care of you. Make the call right now. I am going to check in with them and see if you're calling. It doesn't matter where you are in the United States. They will and can help you.
All right,
There you go.
fabulous. USA Credit Repair, the key to beautiful credit.
That is my way of saying next time, do it. Because it's
I
in the
will do
contract
it.
that you're supposed to do.
I will do it next time.
Okay,
Because I actually, the more I think about it, I do it better than you. The more I think about it. USA Credit Repair, you got to be like Crazy Eddie. Remember Crazy Eddie?
Yep.
You got to be like Crazy Eddie when you do it.
That's the way I do it every day.
No, but you don't do it on our show like that. You do it very cerebral, and people want to say, what is this guy? He's putting me to sleep with USA Credit Repair. But if you scream and yell, for some reason, people get excited about it. Raleigh, North Carolina, there's a gentleman by the name of AKEEMO.
Raleigh, North Carolina. AKEEMO, how you doing?
Hey!
Welcome.
What's up,
Welcome. What's your question for Brad? AKEEMO, what's your question for Brad? I'm quite sure he can answer it.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing, AKEEMO? Welcome, AKEEMO.
Thank you.
We're happy to hear from you, man.
You see, look at that. You go
What's
crazy.
your question?
People get it woke up.
I get more excited about immigration.
That's right.
I have a question for Mr. Bernstein.
Go ahead.
I've came to your office like in 2000, 2001, 2002.
Wow. Okay. What's going on now?
Yeah. So I came here on a visa.
Right.
And but the visa that I came on, it was in my brother's name. The name that I used.
Where you from,
it was my
AKEEMO?
brother's name. Jamaica.
Okay, so basically what you're saying to the entire world is that you committed a fraud coming to America. It's misrepresentation. You used your brother's passport to come here. Okay, you've been here for how long now?
18 years.
Okay, what have you done to get your green card?
No, actually, I haven't get a green card, but I've been married since 2000. Cause that's what you told me to do. Go get married and then wait and see if they would change.
Okay, so they've changed the law now. So now they've changed over the law. This is what you need to do. Okay, there's two things you need to do.
What's that?
It's a little risky, all right, because he's committed misrepresentation. Okay, but you know what? If you commit misrepresentation, okay, you made your bed. Now you got to sleep in it. Okay, there's no easy way out once you do it. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what you need to do. Number one, you have two problems that prevent you from getting a green card. Problem number one is you have no legal entry. Problem number two is you've lied to the government. Okay? So, no legal entry, living here for 18 years illegally, you have to do what's called a 601A waiver. That's the provisional waiver that forgives you based on hardship to your spouse, that forgives you for living here out of status all of these years. Now, you have to do a second waiver. That's for misrepresentation. The provisional waiver doesn't cover that. You do that when you go home to Jamaica to pick up your green card. Theoretically, and I say that in quotes, if you get the provisional waiver approved, you should also get the waiver for misrepresentation approved when you file it after being denied at the U.S. Embassy. Why? Because it's the same waiver, and it's the same thing you have to prove, extreme hardship to your spouse.
Right.
So if you can prove extreme hardship to your spouse in one application, why wouldn't you be able to prove it in another? It's the same exact hurdle to hurdle over, except the second one you're doing when you go home. Why I say theoretically in quotes is because if, as anybody knows, take, for example, the most obvious thing in the world, the Supreme Court of the United States. Yeah. You got 9 judges who hear the same exact thing, and they come to 2 different conclusions. And so when you file your waiver, you're submitting it to 2 different people who may or may not come to the same conclusion. So as a result of that, there is always a risk, but I think at this point, there's a bigger risk living illegally in America. So this is how you came. You took the risk by doing it. You made a misrepresentation. You've got to now sleep in the bed.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
Even although I becomes a felon too.
That's even worse now. Why did you become a felon? What happened? AKEEMO, you're killing me here. What the hell did you do?
In 2009, I borrowed a car and to drive, go pick my son up, but I didn't know the car was dirty or whatever was in the car, and I got pulled over.
What do you mean the car was dirty? It wasn't cleaned, or there was something inside the car?
Yeah, it was something inside the car.
All right, hold on one second, okay? Say no more.
Yeah.
You got every problem in the book.
There's some dirt.
Okay, I would assume it's either guns or drugs.
Drugs, not guns.
So all right, so you got big problems, AKEEMO, because you got misrepresentation, living here illegally, and now you have a drug conviction. I hate to break the news to you, but you're like the poster boy for Donald Trump. Okay, like if Donald Trump watched the show, he would take a clip of this and say, "This is what I'm talking about." I'm sure you're a good guy too. I'm not saying you're not a good guy. I'm just saying, you got problems. Hold on, I don't have an answer for this guy, AKEEMO. What are we going to do for him, Squeeze?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
He would have to have a consultation.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, he would have to have a consultation. All
right. 1-800-529-5467.
Right. As Beverly Thompson said, there is no easy way out, bro.
There's no easy way out, bro.
Bro. Or as Natalie Nichols says, which is basically what I was thinking, Lordy.
All right, let's get to another call.
All right, let's go to, I don't know who this is, Tanisha, I think? Tanisha?
Hi, Tanisha.
Hi.
Tanisha.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay. I love your energy.
Why are you cracking your voice, Squeeze? What are you doing?
It's making her laugh.
Okay, I'm just
See,
curious what
I
you're
like
doing.
I like the ladies when they laugh.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
You know?
You don't like it when they cry, that's for sure.
No. And Tanisha's in Brooklyn.
Yes. Oh, Tanisha, what are you doing tonight, by the way? Squeeze is looking for things to do. You're only right across the river.
I'm making dinner, Squeeze. I'm making dinner.
Making dinner. I'm quite sure.
Good old Jamaican food.
I'm quite sure your husband is going to enjoy that dinner too, right?
Would your husband enjoy it if
Definitely.
Squeeze came over to join you
So
for
you're
dinner?
inviting me over to get shot.
Maybe I am.
You know, thank you.
I'm trying to get rid of you, Squeeze.
Yeah, thank
all
you.
right?
I know. All right, Tanisha, what's your question?
What's going on?
All right, my question is, my spouse and I filed my paperwork 2 weeks ago.
Right.
But we're looking to relocate to a different state. I want to find out, is there another form that we should
Yes, you're going to have to do
get done?
Yeah, well, what you need to do is when you get your receipt notices, and you should do this as quickly as possible, is write a letter back with the receipt notices with AR-11s attached to them with your new address. And the reason why you want to do it sooner rather than later is the longer you wait to do it, when you give a new address and move out of state and go somewhere else, you're going to the back of the line in that state. So the quicker you do it, the quicker you get to the back of the line in the next state.
All right, so so I'm guessing that I can go ahead and do it then, since we have already located the place and we have not gotten the first receipt as yet.
Well, you can't do it till you get the receipt because there's nothing.
Okay.
Once you get the receipt in the mail, then file it back with the AR-11. So you lost a couple of weeks of waiting. It's not the end of the world.
Okay.
All right.
All right, no problem. Continue doing what you're doing, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
so
And
much,
you continue
Tanisha.
with your dinner. Thanks for calling.
And tell hubby I'm swinging by just to pick it up, all right? Just to pick up the meal.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, the Statue of Liberty is behind us.
For a minute there, I saw a bridge, but the bridge was red. I'm like, that's not the Brooklyn Bridge.
No, that's the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that they're getting the hang of it. So, like, if we take somebody from Los Angeles, boom, there's LA behind us.
It's pretty cool.
Joe says that's not going to happen. Like, I mean, for example, like we have somebody right now on the line from what is this? Tallahassee, Florida. Jill has Tallahassee, Florida loaded, ready to go.
Come on, it's the crack staff here.
Crack staff.
Yeah.
Right now, we're going to go to Atlanta. Let's see what the picture of Atlanta looks like. Lillian in Atlanta with the Statue of Liberty. They moved it to Atlanta, the Statue of Liberty, Squeeze.
Hello.
Lillian, how are you?
Hello.
How are you, Lillian?
I'm fine, thank you. Good evening to you guys.
Good evening.
Good evening, Lillian.
Okay, I have kind of two questions
Which
here.
is?
And it's about naturalization.
Yes.
And I know on the form, immigration is asking for the front and the back of the alien resident card. But what happens if you have lost the alien resident card and you're not able to present the front and the back?
As long as you know your alien registration number, just write your alien registration number. It's fine.
Okay, and also you're able to apply if it's expired?
Yes.
Okay. That is my question. Thank you so much for answering.
Thank
Have
you,
a great
Lillian.
evening.
Thank you. Mary in the Bronx. Mary in the Bronx. Squeeze.
Mary.
Squeeze. Let me announce Mary from the Bronx. Mary, you're on. Squeeze.
Mary's not listening.
She's not listening. All right.
So let's go to another one.
And Mary hung the phone up on us.
Yeah, because you were yelling.
I wasn't yelling. I was trying to get her attention.
By yelling.
Mr. Johnson in Brooklyn, New York.
Johnson.
Yeah, how are you doing, Mr. Bernstein?
What's happening, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, sir. I have a question here.
Go ahead.
My wife petitioned for my son, right? He's here.
Right.
But now we had a little falling out, and she's saying she's not going to go. Can I go with him?
Are you a citizen?
No, I'm a permanent resident.
No, she would have to go. She would have to
Okay.
go. I mean, I would certainly go without her and hope they don't ask for her. Okay, but you know, many times they'll say, "Where's this woman?"
Yeah.
All right, hold on. You're gonna need help. Hold on. All right.
1-800-529-5465. So,
let's talk about Nora Sandigo.
All right.
Can you imagine, Squeeze? Now you have how many children?
3 boys and 3 wonderful girls.
3 wonderful boys. 3 beautiful and wonderful girls.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
6.
That's why I work so hard.
Okay. Can
That's
you
why
imagine,
I work day and night.
Can you imagine having 12 kids?
That's why when someone takes food out of your mouth for your kids,
Yeah.
you got to beat them up.
Can you imagine having 12 kids?
No.
Can you imagine having 24 kids?
No.
What about 100 kids?
No.
What about 500 kids? Can you imagine that?
No.
What about 1,000 kids?
No, Brad.
This woman.
I have enough, and trust me.
Squeeze, this woman.
It's very expensive.
She is the legal guardian of 1,252 children whose families were either deported or in the process of being deported. So the families get deported and the kids who were born here end up staying here and having nobody to take care of them.
Now what? How is that possible? The kids are evidently not going to be staying with her.
Let's watch. Welcome, Nora Sandigo. For those who don't know, Nora Sandigo is the legal guardian to, let me make sure I get this right, 1,252 children whose parents have either been deported from the United States or are in the process of being deported in the United States. Through her organization, the Nora Sandigo Foundation, she helps take care of all of these children who end up with no parents here in the United States because of deportation. Nora, thank you very much for coming on the Brad and Squeeze Show. We appreciate your time. How in the world, we'll get into your story, but how in the world do you take care of 1,252 children?
Well, thank you. Thank you for the invitation to participate in your program. Well, it just happened. Immediately I came to this country, I started working with the community, with the immigrant community directly through church work service. And then we founded our own organization to work with the community.
And you've been doing this for how many years now?
30 years.
You came to the United States. You were not born in the U.S. Where are you from?
I'm from Nicaragua.
When did you come to the United States?
In 1988.
In 1988. And are you a U.S. citizen now?
Yes, I'm an American citizen.
Tell me about the first instance that you started off helping children.
It started because a family were passing through difficulties because immigration. She was detained and went to a detention center in Texas. The lady called me from the detention center and asked for if I can protect the children in case that something happened. She was deported, but then later, 2 kids came to my office and stayed with me forever until now.
Now, you obviously don't have a big enough home to house 1,252 children. Who is watching these children on a regular day-to-day basis?
Well, I don't house all of them, but we have a group of volunteers and donors who are always working with us, helping us with everything.
So you not only help all of these children and help finance to raise all of these children, you find willing volunteers to help raise these children and take these children into their homes. Is that correct?
Yes, most of them are with one of their relatives, their own relative. But we support them giving or providing food, clothes, everything, advice. We provide also doctors, nurses. We have everything in the group of volunteers, and that's my work, to work for the children, to protect the children in any way it is possible.
And you make sure that these children go to school and that they graduate from high school?
Our children go to school, and some of our children are in universities right now. We have wonderful success stories of these children becoming professionals.
Tell me a success story about a child whose parents got deported and is now a professional that you have assisted.
Well, right now we have Cecia. Her parents were deported since 2009, and now she's in Georgetown University, and she will become a lawyer.
Wow. So have you ever seen instances where parents got deported and they were able to be reunited with their children and come back to America? Or you don't see that often?
That takes so much time. That takes 10 years to have a waiver to return to this country once that they are deported.
And what do you see, because you deal with these children on a day-to-day basis, you are in fact their legal guardian. I understand your organization, helps feed them, clothe them, give them school supplies. They're being raised by other family members or concerned citizens who just want to help these children. How do you see their psychological impact in growing up? These are in fact U.S. citizens who are being separated from their family. How do you see their psychological impact of being separated?
That is horrible. It gives problems to the children, emotional problems, and sometimes I think that will be forever, because it's a pain, it's a tragedy in every mind, in every child. We try to talk with each one, and also they have advisors and they have doctors and everything, but they are so affected by the deportation of their parents. I had to leave my family behind and had to live in a different country all alone. I know firsthand how it feels to live without your parents, and I think this feeling is what has compelled me to take action and defend all of these children who are facing the horrible reality of being separated from their parents.
So right now you're helping to raise financially over 1,252 U.S. citizen children. You help feed them, you help clothe them, you help them with their school supplies, their medical, their psychological, and social issues. How do you keep this organization going? Who's giving money to help for all of these children?
Through the support of the community. We have volunteers, we have friends, we have a lot of people in the whole country that is trying to help everyone's child. And it's beautiful to see how many people are working. It's the community working for their community.
This is a show about helping people to achieve their American dreams. You're helping children whose dreams may have been shattered because their parents are separated from them. You're helping to help build them up. Obviously, you're not a replacement for their parents, but you're doing the best, and your organization is doing the best you can in replacement of their parents who got deported. Tell me what your American dream is. What would you like to see happen with immigration, with your organization? Tell me what you want, what you'd like to see accomplished.
Well, I have many dreams. One of these dreams is to continue to protect the children and make sure they all live better lives. And I want to build a big house and call it their home, to see that these children and all the children in the world live happily, their families, in loving homes. Yes, and that dream of the dreamers need to become true, because they deserve to live in this country. It's the only country that they know.
Well, I agree with you. I think if you have law-abiding parents who just got caught up in the immigration system, they shouldn't be separated from their family. We want to see families united. That's what makes America great. That's what makes the social fabric of America great. The social fabric is broken when parents are separated from their children. I think it's a great dream that hopefully one day people will see that they're being destructive to these families by separating U.S. citizen children from their parents. Hopefully somebody in politics is watching us. In the meantime, Nora, how can we help your organization? What can we do?
They can go directly to our page, Nora Sandigo Children's Foundation.org. You can help by donating food, grains, pampers, school supplies, but also you can help supporting our dream to have a house for the children. You can help us by volunteering your time.
Nora, I really appreciate your time joining us. You are a true inspiration. You are an American hero. You are people that we want in America. and your story is an inspiration for everybody that you have taken your entire life's endeavor to help what is tens of thousands of people. That's really changing people's lives. And I know they appreciate it. I know the people watching appreciate it. I hope the whole world hears about your organization. Congratulations to you. And thank you. And thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So,
Okay.
So that was Nora Sandigo, the Nora Sandigo Foundation.
Could you do me a
Squeeze.
favor?
What?
Could you just pay the heating bill next time?
I will.
All right.
Yes.
Proceed, though. But this was a very interesting segment.
Yeah. So I just wanted to repeat, she's based in Miami. It's a Nora Sandigo Foundation, and she's able to take care of all of these children. Amazing story until they get reunited with their parents.
I think it's great.
All right.
Fabulous.
All right, what are we doing, Squeeze?
I think we should take the 2 calls that you have on hold and then go to Kim and get through all the questions that she has.
All right. Lisa in Atlanta, Georgia. Lisa.
Hi.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, I have a question.
Yeah.
So my mom recently filed for my brother and sisters.
Right.
And I just wanted to know, what is the turnaround time on that? She is a green card holder.
Your mom filed for your brothers and sisters. How old are your brothers and sisters?
24, 23, and 32.
About 7 to 8 years? Assuming they're
Okay.
single?
They are single.
Yeah, then make sure they stay that way, because if they get married, it's going to be about 15 to 18.
Okay. And my sisters have kids, and do we need to file separate petitions for them?
No, they'll be included on the application as long as they're under 21.
Okay, and I have another question.
Sure.
I'm not sure if you do. So my sister, when she was younger, when they gave her visitor's visa, they gave her the wrong class of visa.
What they gave her?
And they gave her the wrong visa class.
What was the class they gave her?
I think it was a J visa. It was like a crew visa or something. I forgot what
Crewman's
it
visa
is.
is a C1D1.
Yes, and then she subsequently renewed it after that twice.
Yes.
And she got a visitor's visa, and when she didn't renew it when she got to 18 because she was pregnant, and she went back after that, and they denied her twice, saying that she can't prove why she got a crew visa when she was like 1 year old.
Right.
Is there anything that we can do in regards to
There
that?
certainly is, but at this point, now that the mother has filed for her, she's not going to get a visa, period, because she's shown an intent to get a green card. So at this point, you just got to leave it alone.
Okay.
All right.
So that's 7. Is it the same time process? Even if she's a resident?
Yep.
I mean a citizen.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, maybe a few months less, but it's basically the same.
Okay. Well, that was my question. Thank you so much.
You, Lisa.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Janet in Waterbury, Connecticut, and just as a reminder for people in Waterbury, Connecticut, we have a Hartford
1
office
Congress Street.
in 1 Congress Street on the 4th floor.
1 Congress Street.
Yes.
1 Congress
1
Street.
Congress Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 Congress Street.
Mhm.
That's where the new office is. But let's go to that final call, and then we'll go over to Kim. Hello?
Janet in Waterbury, Connecticut.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, go
Hope
ahead.
you can help. Well, you sort of answered part of it with the other caller.
Okay.
I filed the I-130 for my kids. I'm a resident. Okay, what I need to know, if I do a change of address from Connecticut, which is in the California Service Center, and go to Texas, I noticed Texas moves very fast. Would it change anything?
No, because your priority date's established on the date the I-130 is filed, and your kids are waiting a long time. It really doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't, for your instance, it doesn't matter when the I-130 gets approved, whether it gets approved in a month or it gets approved in 2 years. Your kids are going to get the green card on the same day, which is when their priority date becomes current in about 7 years from now. Their date's already established once the I-130 is filed. Now, you may hear sometimes when I say, oh, if you move states, you're going to the back of the line. Yes, you're going to the back of the line in cases when you filed an adjustment, you're waiting for an interview. Here, the kids haven't filed an adjustment, so it doesn't really matter.
Right, okay. Oh, thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Goodbye.
You're welcome. All right, Squeeze. It's cold in here.
It's no joke. It felt like it just dropped 15 degrees in here.
Well, you know why, Squeeze?
No, I don't know why.
We shut the heat off.
Because if I knew why, I
the-
would be here.
We shut the heat off in the studio so
Put
we don't
some
overheat
heaters
the
up in
equipment.
here.
So we don't overheat the equipment. Bro?
Put some heaters up in
Since
here.
when am I your bro?
Because I want some heaters. Jesus.
It got a little chilly in here, Squeeze. You got to come prepared.
Let's freeze the black guy.
You got to come prepared. I'm trying to get you.
Freeze the black guy.
I'm trying to get you ready for the Olympics on Friday,
Yes,
Squeeze.
yes, thank you so much.
I don't know what you'll be doing
All
in the
right.
Olympics, but I'm trying to get you ready.
Is it me or is the temperature dropping in here?
All right, let's go to Kim. Maybe she can warm it up.
Seems like the numbers go up when we talk about this. You notice?
Kim.
Brad!
Is it cold back there?
No, the heat's on back there.
So what's going on with the heat around here?
Here. The equipment will overheat, so we don't have the heat in here. The studio has no heat, Squeeze.
Can I go get my coat?
Yes. All
I'm feeling
right,
very-
what do you got, Kim?
Okay, we've got Eve on Facebook who wants to know.
Eve, what is he? Can you bring in Squeeze's scarf, please?
But the weirdest thing about it is
all right.
I got long johns on too.
He's got long johns on. We need
I'm
to
still
know.
freezing.
We need to know what's on under his pants.
Yeah.
Okay, that was really important.
I don't want you thinking about it though.
Thank God, I was gonna die if I didn't know that.
Patrice is coming in with a scarf.
It's amazing. We start talking about long johns and the numbers keep going up.
People want to know
You
what
see,
Squeeze wears. Here.
No, it's okay.
Wait, go get him a scarf.
There's no
Go
scarf.
underneath,
There's no
get him a
scarf there.
scarf.
Trust me.
There's no scarf.
I didn't know the temperature was going to drop in the studio, so I didn't bring my scarf. You know?
Can you give Squeeze Jill's shawl, please?
No, that's okay. That's okay. That's all right.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Anyway, Kim, at least we're getting the numbers back up.
Yes. Go
anyway,
ahead, Kim.
so let's get to the
Eve.
questions. To people who are not
Eve.
freezing.
Yes.
Eve wants to know, is it the same procedure as filing for your wife who's out of status if you're a permanent resident or a citizen?
No, it's a completely different process. So when you file as a U.S. citizen, you're filing an adjustment. When you're filing for your permanent resident spouse, you're filing an I-130. You're on a waiting list. In about a year and a half, you're either going to adjust if you're luckily under 245I, but more likely do a provisional waiver, go home and come back. You should file as a permanent resident. You should not do nothing. But it's an absolutely different process filing as a permanent resident spouse than as a U.S. citizen.
It's a good one.
So if he's wondering which one, it's going to really come down to where he is at in terms of his permanent residency versus his citizenship, I'm assuming.
File now, and when you become a citizen, you deal with it. But who knows when and if you'll ever become a citizen. How's that?
Nikki asked.
$1.
Squeeze showing off his winnings.
Showing off his winnings. He won.
That's Nobo's on you tonight,
$1.
huh,
The dollar meal at McDonald's. He's got it. Don't worry.
I'm just sending the numbers up.
Dollar meal. Let's go.
Go on. Next question.
Nikki says, how long does it take to get a green card from a green card holder?
Green card from a... How long does it take? Brad, how long does it take to get a green card
I have
from
a green card. Squeeze, here it is. Here's okay. I don't know what that even means. Assuming you get married, I assume saying they're married to a resident, it's about a year and a half to 2 years. I'm assuming that's the question.
You want to see a neat trick?
Yes.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Go on, next question.
All right, give me an opportunity.
Yeah.
Give me an opportunity to double the dollar or get the dollar back. How much do you want to bet that somebody's going to ask a question? I entered the United States on a visitor's visa, and I'm about to give birth. Is that a problem?
Oh, that's something.
Or some sort of birth question on a visitor's visa.
Sounds like you read that.
I haven't read it yet. I'm just saying, I bet you that question will
Already?
come up. What do you think, Kim?
Cheating is a hell of a thing.
Yes.
I was going to say, you can't ask me what I think in this because I actually know the answer. So I can't weigh in here if you're going to...
I'll bet you that a guy by the name of Spencer Tobias is going to ask a question about a J1 visa. I'll double... you want to bet that, Squeeze? I'll get my dollar back.
That's called cheating.
That's not cheating.
That's called insider trading.
It's not insider trading.
That's insider trading. Right. This is billions right here happening right now.
All right, let's continue.
Timo asks, my friend is married with a kid but lost the wedding pics and has no joint bills or bank account. Can he adjust his status without a problem? He has very little evidence.
No, you better start having an economic relationship with your what is basically your child's mother. I mean, you're married, but it's not what having a child shows is that at one point you had a relationship. So the government knows this was not presumably a business marriage. You didn't pay the woman to marry you. We know that because you had a child together. What the government doesn't know is, are you currently living in a bona fide marriage? So how do you prove? You could have had a child together 5 years ago, and she could just be the mother of your child. And she says, okay, well, I'll marry you to get a green card. That's what the government will think if you come in with absolutely nothing. What you need to be able to prove is that at this moment, as well as moments in the past, as well as here's future moments, you guys live together in the same house and you share an economic relationship. So yes, it would be a problem.
McDuff asks, how long will it take if I file for my siblings as a green card holder? And I want to know if it's quicker if I file as a citizen, because I'm going to be a citizen in a few months.
Yes, because if you file as a green card holder for your siblings, they will never come because you can't do it. You have to wait until you become a citizen.
Eve has a follow-up. So if I'm filing for my wife, who is out of status as a permanent resident, does she have to go back to her country?
At some point, yes, with a provisional waiver.
Marky wants to know, my priority date is February of 2017. How much longer do I have to wait for an interview in Miami, Florida for my green card? My U.S. citizen husband is filing for me.
You should have gotten it already. It's a year. Right, Squeeze?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure Squeeze is with us.
Yep.
What are you doing? Are you sharing?
I'm actually not at this moment. I was just looking into the flash crash today.
The flash crash?
Of the stock market.
Yes, the stock market had the largest drop in the history of the world today.
Just seeing how much money I lost.
The actual number of points the Dow dropped was the largest in
almost
history.
1,600.
Okay. Fresh off 1 week earlier that Donald Trump was boasting that under his tutelage, stock market's up.
But the ironic
now
thing is
under his tutelage, the stock market's down.
But
which is why I just have a thought. Politicians generally don't boast about stock market going up and down because it could go down the next day, which has nothing to do with you. And guess what? Going up had nothing to do with them either.
Fox today was airing Donald Trump speaking about the economy. The irony of it all, they had to interrupt Donald Trump to go cover the stock market.
Donald Trump going, yes, our economy is fabulous. The black unemployment rate has reached record
and then
levels.
Fox was the breaking news.
Right.
We have to interrupt you.
Breaking news, by the way. Everybody's lost everything they've earned in the stock market in the last year.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I can already imagine the lower third stronger than ever, and then they're like, hold on, breaking news.
Breaking news. Everyone's losing their money. Run.
The economy is tanking.
You know what would be great is if it, like, breaking news, the stock market's dropping. We had that video of the people running when they thought that, they were going to bomb in Hawaii. Breaking news, the stock market. Then you see, everybody, running in Hawaii. All right. I just want to go to Jackie in Newark, who's been waiting a while, Kim, and we're going to come back to you in about a minute, okay?
Let's go to Newark.
Jackie in Newark.
Jackie.
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 I interrupted everything to speak with you, Jackie.
Sorry. Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
What's up?
A quick question for you. I have this girlfriend here, and she's working with somebody, but the lady that she's working with is wondering if she can file for her and how long that would take.
What does she do for this lady that's working for her?
Just look after a little baby.
Just taking care of a baby. So she's a nanny?
Yes.
All right. So how did this woman come here?
She come on visa.
Okay. All right. So the answer is yes. You can always get sponsored. And it's only about an 18-month process, even as a nanny, Squeeze.
Mm-hmm.
However, the bottom line is she eligible to adjust under 245I? Has she overstayed her time? What type of visa did she come on? Can she do a provisional waiver?
Yes.
I don't know any of that, so you got to work backwards. is there a way for her to get her green card assuming the job sponsorship comes through, which is the key question, which would we need to have a consultation with her to figure that out. So hold on 1 second, all right?
1 second.
All right. Squeeze.
Yes.
Are you ready for the cold now?
I am ready for the cold.
Squeeze put on his coat.
Kind of look good there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. We got 12 open lines, but we got a lot of questions on Facebook and YouTube.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's go.
Seeing that we decided to do the show on Facebook, you think we
correct.
would do more answering of questions on Facebook?
That's
but
what we're going to do.
Nobody listens to Squeeze.
That is what we're going to do.
All right, Kim.
On Facebook wants to
Yes.
know, I filed for my mom in August of 2017. I got the receipt but have gotten nothing else. When do you think I'm going to hear from them? I'm a U.S. citizen.
I heard the first part got cut out. When in 2017?
She filed for her mom in August of 2017.
Where is the mom?
Where's the mom?
If the mom is in another country and she hasn't heard a thing, she hasn't gotten a receipt or anything, she needs to call me. If the mom
She got a receipt. She got a receipt. She just hasn't gotten anything else.
All right, so that's normal because it's taking 7-8 months now to get an I-130 approved, maybe even 9 months. Okay, it's just taking a really long time. If she hasn't heard, so August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. If she hasn't heard by April, the end of April, she should call me.
Natalie on YouTube wants to know, my cousin is a non-immigrant. She worked and she's about to file her taxes. She got married this month. Would she need to file taxes with her husband even though she wasn't living with him last year?
No, because you filed joint tax return for the year you got married. So she would only be filing a joint tax return if she got married by December 31st, 2017. Remember, you're filing a tax return in 2018 for what happened in 2017. So in the year 2017, she was not married. You wouldn't file a joint tax return.
Sheila asks, my husband filed an I-130 on my behalf, and I filed my I-485 at the same time in November of 2017. My application was acknowledged, and I received a receipt number. How long is it going to take to get an interview?
9 months.
Should I just abandon my I-485 to keep legal status?
No, your I-45 keeps you in legal status. Don't abandon it, because once you abandon the I-45, now you're out of status. That's the opposite of what you want to do. When you file an I-485 and the government accepts that application, you're in legal status. Hang in there.
Hang in there.
Hang in there.
How long should she hang in there?
9 months.
She filed 9 months. Latoya says, if you came to the U.S. on a visitor's visa and you're out of status and married to a lawful permanent resident, is it okay?
Now we're on the same line. Wait, Squeeze is going down also now.
I am?
Yes.
You guys, I feel the solidarity.
You feel, right? Look, now this feels a lot better.
Gentlemen.
Yes. I feel very low to the ground now, Squeeze. I feel like a midget now. A little very low. All right, continue. Yes. Little person.
Angry elf over
Yeah,
here.
the nomenclature of midget, nobody's allowed to use that anymore. It's little person. I was not politically correct. I'm sorry about that. For all the little people out there.
Your designation, which is actually angry elf.
Angry elf, correct. Right. All right, so what's next?
Latoya asks, so if you came to the U.S. on a visitor's visa and you're out of status and married to a lawful permanent resident, is it okay to start filing for him, or should he apply for his citizenship first?
File for him. Wait. The resident should be filing for the spouse. If they become a citizen during the process, wonderful. Be faster.
Junior asks, I was recently removed from the USA. I don't have any criminal history. I was locked up, but the charge I got was dismissed.
Guess what, Junior? You were locked up. That's a criminal history, even if the charges were dismissed. Let's continue.
So I was removed because I have a crew visa, and they say I can't adjust my status. I'd have to go home first. I already filed my I-130 and my I-485, and then they sent me home. Now what do I do?
First of all, I don't know how that... okay, I understand what happened. So what do? You need to file a new I-130, and you're going to need 2 waivers, one for prior order of deportation and one for living here illegally more than a year. Basically, Junior screwed up. Had he come to me, we would have done a provisional waiver and everything, and he'd be home for 2 weeks back and forth. Now he's going to wait home a year and a half and has to do more waivers.
Shanti asks, I came here on a visiting visa over 6 months now, got married in September. My husband is pending an interview date for his citizenship. Is it okay to go ahead and start filing?
File an I-130, yes. File an adjustment, no, because you got to wait on his citizenship. Now, if his citizenship's going to be in the next couple of weeks, just hold off until he becomes a citizen. There's no sense in filing the I-130 if he's going to be a citizen in the next 3 weeks. If his citizenship is a year away, 9 months away, 8 months away, if there's concerns whether he'll become a citizen or not, file the I-130 now.
Cheryl asks, how long after the 1-year letter is expired do you have to wait for your 10-year green card?
A year and a half. After the 1-year letter. So what happened is there was the I-751 was filed, they got a 1-year extension, and now they're still waiting. It's usually 18 to 20 months. If you need proof of legal residence, you need to go down and get a stamp in your passport. Go down to the USCIS, what I mean by go down. A lot of what I means today. Maybe I'm not explaining well today. At least I feel I'm not.
No, you're not.
I'm not. Thank you very much. Squeeze with the lambasting.
Squeeze is always there for emotional support.
Yes, always there. Why can't he just say to me, Brad, you're doing a really good job. You are here for every day, hour after hour, answering immigration questions. You're always on point. You're always right. You're allowed to flub one every so often. Why can't he say that? But no.
Facebook just made me realize.
What did Facebook make you realize?
That I broke one of the records, I guess, within the area. I've had one of my videos shared. I have 5.5 million views.
On what?
And 24,883 shares. 16,310,000 people reached.
Well, that's wonderful.
You want to know what it was for?
What was it for?
The one that you didn't like.
Which one?
The baby video.
What baby video?
The baby.
Oh, the baby racing video?
Yeah, 5.5 million.
But that wasn't Squeeze's.
No, but it's on my page. My page, it's
All
5.5 million.
No, it's not.
It's not my baby.
Okay.
I'm serious.
The total views of everything.
No, I'm the one who shared it originally on my page.
Right.
Well, you don't want it to be?
Congratulations.
No.
What do you want from me?
I took it from my Instagram
immigration
page. I posted it on there.
Okay, wonderful.
The moral of the story here is I am trying to get the Brad and Squeeze page to get to that.
Okay, wonderful.
So it's all about sharing. That was what I was segueing into and alluding to.
What does it have to do with me answering immigration questions very well? Nothing. Let's continue, Kim.
Nobody listens to Squeeze.
All right.
Maybe we should get little babies on the show.
I'm trying to help people here, and he's talking about baby racing and just boasting about his 5 million shares. Let's continue. There he is.
I'm going back up, man.
Right.
I'm going back up.
Right, there's Squeeze with his Napoleon.
Nobody listens.
Wow, there goes the end of solidarity.
Squeeze with his Napoleon.
Nobody listens to Squeeze. Content is king. Anyway, let's go. Back.
All right, let's go. Continue.
Jacqueline asks, how long does it take to get by your 10-year green card?
What do you mean to get by your 10-year green card?
I don't know. That was one of those I read verbatim because I couldn't. I'm just going to go with how
I assume you filed to remove the conditions 18 months.
Stacy says, I'm a citizen and I'm sponsoring my daughter from the Caribbean, but she had a baby after I put in her papers. Is there any way that I can go ahead and include the baby in the filing?
If the child's over 21 and on a waiting list, just contact the National Visa Center, write them a letter with the KNG number or whatever. KNG, I'm assuming Jamaica, but it could be Trinidad, PTS number, whatever country you're from. Give your case number, send a copy of the kid's birth certificate to the National Visa Center with the case number, with a nice little letter that says, hi, I filed for my daughter, this is her name, this is my name, this is the case number, my daughter gave birth to this child, here's a photocopy of the birth certificate, please add this child to the case. Something like that.
Kareem asks, is it possible for a lady that filed for a green card for a guy and then divorced him just a month ago file for another guy immediately without any issues with immigration?
Immediately you can. You could always have issues when you're going back and filing for a second spouse, especially if it's right after, because the first thing the government's going to say is, what are you in the business of marrying people? Now you're going to say, no, I'm not in the business of marrying people. I fell in love, I fell out of love, and then I fell in love again, assuming that's the case. If you are in the business of marrying people, don't do it. Dummy.
Don't be in that business.
Don't be in that business. It's illegal. That's all I can say.
Lancelot
asks.
Lancelot.
Yes.
asks
Lancelot.
if you
Lancelot.
Lancelot.
Lancelot. Isn't that from King Arthur?
Lancelot.
That's from
Yes.
King Arthur. Yes.
Yes.
Sir Lancelot.
Sir Lancelot. Yes. I should call you Sir Galahad. Squeeze. The Black Knight. There was a famous Black Knight in the King Arthur, wasn't there?
What does that have to do with answering immigration question?
I have no idea. What
Okay,
does
let's
baby
get back
racing
to
have
it.
to do with immigration?
Let's get back to it.
Wasn't there also a Martin
What does
Lawrence
baby have to do
movie
with
about
answering
a Black
immigration
Knight?
question?
Yes,
You know?
there was a Martin Lawrence movie about the Black Knight. I think there was a bio on Squeeze.
What does that have to do with answering immigration question?
Yes.
All right?
Right.
Do unto others.
As much as baby racing, Squeeze.
What does baby racing have to do with that? Squeeze had to interrupt us to tell us about
All
his
right.
baby racing.
But I was talking about likes and follows, which I was trying to get the Brad Squeeze show up more, but hey.
Yeah.
My ideas are never taken
All right,
seriously.
Lancelot. Let's go back to our friend Lancelot.
Lancelot still
Yes.
wants to know if you overstay and get married to a citizen, you are waiting on your papers. Can ICE deport you while you're waiting?
Of course. They can deport you up to the day you become a citizen. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't fight it out.
Xavier asks, what's the oldest the child has to be for their parent to file for you as a nanny?
13.
Millicent says, I was approved for my I-130. Can my son give me a waiver?
No. You can only get a waiver through a parent or a spouse.
Dawn says, I filed for my daughter at age 19, but final papers were submitted when she was 21. Her I-130 was approved in October of 2015, but I submitted the final papers again when she was 21. She is now in the 21 year and older category and has a case number. Is that the way it should have worked out?
Sounds like it, yeah. So unfortunately, she's going to wait years.
Ciandele asks, my husband has his 2-year temporary green card. I filed for my stepkids. How long is it going to take for them to go in for a visa?
About a year from the time you file, maybe longer.
I've got another one I need you to put in your Facebook translator.
Okay.
Which process for C1D after marriage?
The person came as a crewman. They're ineligible to adjust their status and Squeeze is getting lower again now. Unless yes, he's over his Napoleon complex. He's going to join us at our level now.
Are you insulting me?
No, I am not.
You're telling me that I have a Napoleon complex?
I am not.
Oh, okay.
Squeeze is getting over his Napoleon complex.
I tell you what, I've got a bomb that he hates me to drop. Every time I drop it on him, he just gets freaking crazy.
What?
Every time I say it.
What?
Every time I
What
say
is he gonna
it. Keep
say?
it up, but I will.
Is it the Justin Timberlake thing?
Nope, bigger than that.
That was a pretty good bomb. I
one-
really enjoyed
This
that.
one will let him stop the show and walk out. That's how bad it is.
He's goading me. He's goading me, Kim.
Telling
He's
you.
goading me.
You know, keep it up.
He's
And
goading
also
me.
now,
What?
I'm really dying to know what
He's
the bomb
goading me
is.
now, but I want to answer the question.
Yeah.
Which is, they came on the C1D1, which is a crewman, which bars you from adjusting your status. So the process is file an I-130 and a provisional waiver. The only time that's not going to happen is if you at your 245I, which we wouldn't know unless you had a consultation with us, or if you're married to someone in the military or former military, then you can do a parole in place.
Janet asks, I filed my I-130 for my kids over 21. The paperwork is at a California service center. But if I move to Texas, is the paperwork going to transfer to the Texas service center when I do the change of address and make the process faster?
It's not going to make it faster or slower. I mean, it may make the visa petition. I think we answered that question. She called from Newark, if this is the same Janet. But the answer is it's not going to make much of a difference because your priority date's your priority date.
Kareem says, is there any other possible way for a person that fell out of F1 status to get a green card without having to marry someone?
Yes, there is. Now he wants to know.
Care to share any of those, Bradford?
Get sponsored in a job. That's one. I mean, almost anything. You have duration of status on the student visa, so you're eligible for almost anything. So, but you need to have a consultation with us. Job sponsorship's the most obvious way. It's 18 months for a green card.
Cheryl, with the extension, with the letter extension ending soon, she says, where does she go? Federal Plaza or the USCIS office?
Federal Plaza
Put
is
a stamp in her passport.
Federal Plaza is the USCIS office. So you would be going to USCIS at
Thank
Federal Plaza. You got to make an InfoPass appointment for it.
That's what I thought, but I didn't trust myself enough.
If we can go to a
Nikki-
two-shot. Squeeze is, who are you typing? Who are you texting, Squeeze? Squeeze, who are you texting?
Domino's Pizza, man.
Domino's Pizza? Okay, make mine pepperoni, please.
Pepperoni.
Yeah,
okay.
make sure I get a pepperoni.
Yeah,
Okay.
pepperoni. Oh, by the way, let me just stop, everybody. Stop. Because we've been going on. The most important thing on the show is to know the phone number. And every one of you out there
Squeeze is
should be
joining the
calling
show again, Kim.
1-800-529-546.
It's amazing.
Somebody insulted me.
And then he just stopped the show.
Normally when people insult, the last time, anyway, 1-800-529.
I apologize for calling you Napoleon. He was a great leader. You should be very
proud.
I could call you a few names too.
Yeah, Napoleon.
But you want to know what?
Why does he get insulted? I call him a great leader.
I was brought up very well not to call people names and not to
But
pass
I didn't call
judgment.
him a name.
Not to pass judgment and not to call names.
Was Napoleon a powerful leader?
Why didn't you say
Yes.
Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
All right, Genghis Khan.
Why didn't you say the Dalai Lama? Why didn't you say Mother Teresa? Why didn't you say?
Because I said Napoleon.
Why?
Why not? He was a great leader. I could call you lots of great leaders.
The weirdest thing
I don't
about
know.
it is,
I feel like Mother Teresa is a bit of a stretch for you,
but
Squeeze.
it is.
All right, Squeeze.
But the weirdest thing about it is I'm taller than him.
All right,
I'm taller than this dude.
We got Mother Teresa over here,
And I'm willing to prove it right
who's
now.
helping everybody. We got Mother Teresa. I'm gonna call you Mother Teresa. I like that.
And you know the weirdest thing about it?
Thank you for giving me that.
You know what? I wouldn't mind being Mother Teresa.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Seriously.
I should go to heaven.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
continue. All right, let's continue.
Gemini B on YouTube wants to know, I got married October of 2017, submitted my papers in August of 2016. I have not yet received my work permit. Is this normal?
No. You should have gotten something a while ago. Call me. Not normal. Not normal. Abby normal. Very Abby normal. I'm glad you get the reference.
I do.
Yeah.
Xavier asks,
Abby
what's
normal,
the old-
Squeeze.
Yep, Abby normal.
Abby normal.
Abby normal.
Abby normal. Not, it's Abby and normal. Abby normal. It's not normal. It's Abby normal.
Brad, the crown of king of dad jokes remains
thank you.
steadily on your head.
Thank you very much.
Xavier asks, what's the oldest a child has to be for their parents to file as a nanny? He asked
We asked that question. Yeah, if you're going to get sponsored as a nanny, you have to be taking care of children 13 or under. It's kind of the rule.
Juliana wants to know, as a green card holder that's been here for 5 years, I just filed for my citizenship. How long do you think that process is going to take?
9 to 10 months. We have a lot of questions left. What do we got going there?
We have about 8 questions left.
All right, so let me go to Tasha, who's been on hold.
How long has she been waiting?
1 minute and 3 seconds.
Okay, and how long have your questions been waiting, Kim?
Most of the show.
Okay, so let's go to the one that's been waiting the least amount of time. Let's go to the lady that's been waiting 1 minute.
No, but then because it's only one person, and then we'll come back and finish the rest of the questions.
So yeah.
So then just break up the show a little bit. Break it up. It's called breaking it up, Squeeze.
No, it's called not letting the people who are really calling genuinely to get their questions answered wait.
Okay, Mother Teresa, I know you want to get to help everybody, all right?
Battery's dead.
Tasha in Nyack.
I guess God is saying shut up.
Yes. Tasha in Nyack.
Battery's dead.
Hi,
Yes.
good night. I have a
Tasha.
question.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
If,
All right. Am I higher
I'm
now?
married to,
Okay, Tasha, go ahead.
I'm married to a green card holder we're married for a year now. I want to put in my papers with the green card. How long will it take me?
About a year and a half. He's going to file for you. And after he files for you, you're going to need to do a provisional waiver. And we can help you, but you would have to go home. It's a different process. But definitely file something, okay?
Okay.
We just had to go for visitors.
All right. So hold on one second. We can help you. I'm laughing, and maybe I didn't give Tasha a good enough answer. let me go back to Tasha and Nyack. But Squeeze is making me laugh.
We should have had the groundhog bring the
The groundhog just brought in Squeeze batteries to his microphone. That was, I can't go to that. Speaking to Tasha off the air now. All right. Tasha, we'll help you though.
My microphone is back on now.
Back on. I was going to share my microphone.
I think this
with
was no. That's okay.
You don't want to share
No,
microphones?
absolutely not.
No.
No.
Keep my microphone on
Keep
my
your
body.
microphone. Keep your mic to yourself.
Keep my mic to
I don't want to
myself.
be on your mic.
All right, let's go back to where is this a picture of? The Grand Canyon? Is that Utah? Washington D.C. is behind us. That doesn't look like Washington D.C. I can't see. Oh, it is Washington D.C. I noticed now. Okay, I see the Capitol there. All right. Yeah. Hi, Donald in Washington. We should say hello to people as the cities come across. All right, let's go to Belgium, Kim. Let's finish up our show.
Belgium, Kim.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, we got about 10 minutes to go. Let's finish up quickly. The last two questions.
Rohan asks, I have my green card in the 80s, but it doesn't have an expiration date. Do I need to get a new one?
Green card in 80s?
Yeah.
No expiration date? Yes.
No expiration date. Rushane says, I have a friend that was deported 30 years ago. Now his sister is terminally ill in the U.S. and wants to see him before she dies. What can be done for his sister to see him in person?
The sister's terminally ill in America?
Yeah.
Get proof from the doctor that the sister's terminally ill, and he has to go to the embassy with that evidence, so he has a very good reason why he's going, but he even needs even more reason that he needs to return back home before he overstays.
Teflon, it's supposed to be Teflon Don.
Teflon Don.
Teflon Don.
Yes. John
If
Gotti.
you have a DD.
John Gotti.
If you,
I think he's dead. Is John Gotti alive still? I think he's dead. Did he die in jail, John Gotti? I think he did.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Or is he still in jail?
I don't know.
If you have a DD and it's expired, are you and your spouse eligible for a green card?
A DD?
DED?
Deferred enforced departure?
Oh, nice.
I don't know. It depends. Why would you be eligible because you have deferred enforced departure? I would need to know a lot more information. By the way, here's something interesting. What does Abe Vigoda and John Gotti have in common?
I don't know.
Both dead. Okay, let's continue. I just found that out. I don't mean to make fun of dead people.
I'm not making any
It's
fun
amazing
of
how
any
you
Italian.
pull these facts out of nowhere,
ethnicity,
Brad.
of any.
I wasn't making fun of it. I was just there was always a joke. Is Abe Vigoda alive or dead? Dead or alive? You never played that game?
No.
No. You
Dead
never
or
played
alive?
Dead or alive?
That's a game?
It's a game.
As in, like, is this person dead or alive?
Correct.
That sounds like not a very entertaining game.
It goes for about 2 minutes and then it's not as much fun anymore.
Okay, yeah. It sounds like
it's about a 2 minute.
long
It's about a 2 minute long game. You ever played Death is Not an Option?
Death? What is that?
Where you mention two people.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to, like for instance, Brad, I'm not going to make you. You never played that when you were a kid? You're still a kid.
No.
You never played that? Squeeze, you played that when you were a kid?
No.
Come on, yes you did.
Wait, so what is the premise?
You mentioned two people. Let's say you say Brad or Squeeze. Death is not an option, so you have to it depends on how old you are. Kiss them or whatever, have a relationship with them or do whatever you want. And you can't say I'd rather kill myself. And I know if we mentioned Brad or Squeeze, Kim would say I'd rather kill myself. Okay.
So it's like F, Marry, Kill. Have you never played F, Marry, Kill?
No, I only yes.
people?
Yeah, but it's similar, but it's death is not an option. It's like you can't kill yourself. It's you got to pick two. And you
cannot kill yourself no matter what.
Right. All right, let's continue.
Okay.
You notice she didn't pick anybody, Squeeze.
Oh, absolutely not. I am much smarter.
She would rather just kill herself anyway, no matter what the game says, right?
I am far too smart to make any choice there. Rochelle asks, I got married in May of 2017. My husband filed my paperwork in August of 2017. I did my biometrics in September, but I haven't received my work permit yet. What could be the holdup? Is that normal in the state of New York?
No, you should have got it. There's a holdup because you screwed up somewhere. Call me.
Moshe Baruch says that John Gotti died in jail from cancer.
Thank you, Moshe Baruch.
Thank you, Moshe Baruch.
Now, how did Ava Vigoda die, Moshe? Look that one up.
Moshe is watching the show.
Yes. How did Ava Vigoda die? I want to know.
Kareem asks, how feasible is it to get a green card through job sponsorship? And how do you look for job sponsors?
Well, your employer would have to sponsor you. It's not look for them. You know, they would have to be. You would have to be working for them, and they have to love you and want to go through a job sponsorship with you. And then at the end, if you're out of status, either one, you're 245I. 2, you don't have a visa that gives you a 10-year bar if you go home. Or 3, you get a provisional waiver, which doesn't give you the 10-year bar if you go home to pick up your green card or come back. So whenever you do a job sponsorship, especially dealing with people who are out of status, and maybe he's in legal status, I have no idea, but I'm assuming he's out of status, you would need to go backwards first. Figure out, okay, assuming the job sponsorship's completed, can he adjust here? Can he go home and come back without a problem? And then work backwards.
Nice.
What?
The way you're delivering the answers.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much.
You notice I give you compliments?
Thank you very much.
I don't lambast your calling name
you
or
are,
past judgments.
You are a handsome man, Squeeze.
I don't need that from you.
You are. You
No,
are
I
a
don't need that from
rich, successful man, Squeeze.
I don't need that
You
from
are
you.
a very nice man, Squeeze. Very kind-hearted.
I don't need that from you.
What do you need from me,
Kim,
Squeeze?
next call. We only have 4 minutes left
Yes.
before I run out of the studio. 4 minutes left, all right?
Clock's over at 7:30, according to Squeeze.
Yep.
It's done.
Yeah.
The FCC may not
So,
be
Squeeze,
controlling
you don't
us.
want me to run the Paul Hirsch 12-minute thing
can
we
run
have
it all
ready?
you want.
All right, we got 12 minutes with Paul Hirsch here, Squeeze. We can get this going.
You can run it all you want. You can even run it all night.
All right. Keep going, Kim.
Jean asks, if I filed for my brother in 08, how much longer do we have to wait?
3 more years.
Teflon Don has a follow-up. He has a DED that's expired, but he is married to a U.S. citizen.
If he came in a legal status, what is the DED from? Was it from an immigration court or was it from a TPS? What is he talking about, deferred enforced departure? What did he actually get?
Kat says on YouTube, how long will it take for a spouse of a U.S. citizen on a C1 visa to get a social security number and a work permit if they need to go home and come back to get the green card?
They're not getting a social or a work permit during the process. They would get they have to do a provisional waiver first before they leave, then go home, come back 2 weeks later approximately with a green card. And when you come back with your green card, guess what? Green card is your work permit. Gets you your social, your driver's license. It gets you everything.
Xavier has a very interesting question. If I have a baby by a woman, can I file for her as a nanny for my older children that are
How
not
does
hers?
Xavier, who's a man, have a baby? He said that backwards.
No, have a woman, have a baby.
Have a baby
no,
from a
have a
woman.
baby by a woman. I was like,
What?
Whoa, you just woke me up.
Yeah.
Really, I put the comma in the wrong. Well, there is no comma, so
Exactly.
I arbitrarily decided.
Yeah.
But he has a baby with a woman.
Well, I hope
but
so.
he also has babies with other women.
Okay.
He's wondering if he can file for the woman that he has the child for as a nanny of his other children.
Very interesting.
I know he's
because-
doing the work around.
No, the answer is no, because you got to open up the job sponsorship
Exactly.
to any
Can't open up a
qualified
bit
American.
for your-
He's not going to open it up for his baby's mother. It hasn't opened up for. It's not a true job offer.
I like the creativity though.
We're very creative.
I like it too.
McDuff says, if someone is deported due to a crime and was told not to come back for 10 years, after the 10 years is over, do they need a waiver
Yes.
or get their record clean somehow
No,
before they visit?
you need a waiver for the crime. You need a waiver for the deportation. You need 2 waivers still, McDuff.
Kwesi says, how is the immigration process in the U.S. and how can I migrate from Ghana to USA?
How is the immigration process in the United States, please?
Just start to finish, Brad.
Start to finish.
You know?
Yeah.
Start to finish.
I think
How
in
is it, Kim?
I think in many cases it sucks.
It does suck. It's a really bad, shitty process for good people, decent people. Okay, and unfortunately, there's no easy way. And if there was an easy way, the show wouldn't exist, or the show would exist, and we'd just be clowning around and never really answering anybody's questions.
Right.
Okay. The fact is that we sit here 2 hours every day answering immigration questions for the last 20 years would lead me to believe it's a really shitty process. That's very difficult. You need good lawyers to help you, and that's why you're listening to this show, because I'm a good lawyer. There you have it, Kim. And with that,
That was pretty smooth.
With that said, my glasses come off.
and I want everyone to know that you can't do this process mostly on your own. It is very rare that people do it on their own and do it well, and do it fast, and do it efficient. That's why you need good lawyers, Kim.
That's why you need good lawyers, Kim. And that's the reason why you should call 1-800-529-5465, Kim. Did you get that number? 1-800-529-5465? No, you all didn't get it.
I didn't.
Everybody right now, I want to show Brad that there
I'm
are
ready.
truly people still watching the show.
There's lots of people watching this show.
And they should call the number, let it ring 10, 15 seconds, and let him see it. Because I believe in you. I don't know about him, but I believe in you. I believe that the only law firm that you're going to be seeking any kind of legal help from is the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. I believe if you get in trouble with the law, it will be the criminal defense department. If you get your ass smacked by a car, unfortunately, or if you fall off of a construction site, unfortunately, you're coming to the attorney that's going to get you the maximum compensation possible. Why would you want to go anywhere else? And God forbid you need a divorce. You better go with a good attorney, or you could get screwed. Literally, probably. All right? So,
That was beautiful.
make sure you call one number.
beautiful.
Call it right now and let it ring. For immigration, call it, let it ring, store it. Or even book an appointment. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. And it doesn't matter where in the freaking world you are. Where in freaking Donald Trump area you are. As long as it has to do with U.S. I wanted to say something else, but yeah, I
Can we talk to Faisal quickly before we go?
Sure, you can talk to Pfizer.
Not Pfizer, Faisal. Faisal.
Pfizer.
Kim, thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank
Kim.
you.
All right,
Faisal.
Faisal.
Hello, sir.
What's up?
I need some of the blue pills.
Yo.
He's not Pfizer for Viagra. I've got Viagra on the phone, Squeeze. They got a whole shipment.
Send him over.
Send him over. All right, Faisal, what's up?
Sir. Yeah, I just have a brief question.
Yeah.
I'm just an asylum seeker. Yeah, and I got married and I applied for I-130 and I-485.
Did you apply for
and
but you've applied for asylum already, so you need to withdraw that first.
Yeah, I applied for asylum already.
Have you had your asylum hearing?
Not yet.
Okay, so, and how did you come to the United States?
Yeah, I came through the border.
Okay, so you need to file an adjustment, but before you do that, you need to withdraw your asylum. You can't have both going at the same time.
Okay, like as we speak, like the I-130 has been approved.
But you
the
need to do.
I-485 is still pending.
But you need to withdraw your asylum first. Other than that, your I-45 will be denied. So what you're doing is wrong. You haven't withdrawn the asylum case. You've wasted your money on the adjustment. Come see me. Hold on. Let's go to Lorna in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Squeeze, this show can go forever.
I told her that.
Can go forever. Lorna.
Hi.
How are
Yes,
you?
Sir.
We're
I'm
still
good.
here, Lorna. We just keep going and go. We're like the Energizer Bunny.
Okay, all right. I've been married to an American citizen.
Yes.
And I have not yet filed for my papers. How soon do I do that?
How long have you been married? How long have you been married?
It's less than a month.
When did you come to the United States?
2015.
Okay. So you could have filed a month ago. What are you waiting for? Do it now. Hold on. I can help.
Okay.
There's no waiting time. Hold on. Squeeze, we could just keep going and going. People just keep calling and calling and calling.
It will never stop.
Unfortunately,
I have a life after 7:30 p.m.
No, we don't.
I do.
No, you don't. You want to be Mother Teresa. You keep
You know the weirdest thing about it?
What?
I would like to see.
What would you like to see?
If you get married.
If I get married.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And your wife says, honey, when are you coming home? I'm like, I'm coming home after 7:30.
Why would you think I'm getting married?
You said you're getting married.
When?
You said that to me yesterday.
I'm getting married.
Well, we're at a Super Bowl game.
I'm getting married?
Yeah.
I'm getting married?
Yeah.
I'm getting married?
That's what you told me.
I'm tongue-tied now. I'm getting married?
I don't know where your tongue is, but it's evidently tied.
Mark in Silver Spring, Maryland. Mac.
I'm getting married?
Mac.
Hello? Yes, this is Mac.
Mac.
Yes, hello?
Mac.
Yes, hello?
You got to shut the TV off in the background, whatever. You just
Oh,
keep me
okay,
yelling,
okay.
I'm getting married.
Okay.
You are getting married.
I'm getting married?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, good deal. All right, Mac, what's up?
Okay. Yes. I actually asked a question. The lady on the screen actually answered the question, but I was going to ask, how do you get the waiver for the crime and how do you get the waiver for the deportation? And if I can get that.
Those are two different waivers. So you do the 601A provisional waiver. Where are you now, Mac?
Okay.
You're in.
I'm in Maryland.
So you
this has to do with my older sister.
Okay, your older sister. Okay, so
was
she's in
here
another
before,
country.
Yes.
So you apply for everything. She goes into the embassy. She gets denied because she was previously ordered deported and she overstayed her time. And then you do two different waivers. One's called the 212 waiver for the deportation,
right?
And one's the 601 waiver for the overstay.
Okay, she actually did overstay. She was deported, I think, 1998, even before I got into the U.S.
Why?
And I think it has to do with a crime. And I think it has to do with the credit. She had some friend, and they were both deported. Yes.
So before we even get into filing, what we need to do is
Yes.
figure out, based on her history, if she's eligible for waivers. You don't want to waste your time and effort and find out she's not eligible for any waivers. So let's
Actually, I never wanted to file for her. Like coming to visit, she can stay here no more. She don't want to stay. She own a business. She run a business back home. So she just want like visit and go back.
But still, we need to find out if she's eligible for waivers. I don't know.
Okay.
Even for the visitors.
So how can I find out?
I'm going to put you on hold. You're going to make an appointment with us. We're going to pull her records, and then we're going to figure out all her different options.
Okay.
Hold on. 1-800-529-5465. That was Mac in Silver Spring, Maryland, Squeeze.
Yep, Mac in Silver Spring.
And right before we go, I had the pleasure, Squeeze.
You had the pleasure.
I had the pleasure of talking to I talked to a lot of different people.
Yes, you do.
But I think we should talk up to which person should we speak to, Jill? We need to speak to one person. Should we speak to Paul Hirsch, Jenny Kim, Emily Walsh, Rebecca, Nicole? Which one, Jill? I'll let you pick. Okay, I had the pleasure of talking to Jenny Kim recently about pardons. So
Okay.
let's talk to Jenny Kim. She's one of the attorneys here at Spar and Bernstein, and we're going to come back and say goodbye to everybody.
If you all don't see me, you'll know where I'll be at.
Squeeze is going to be right here.
No, I gotta go.
Squeeze is right here. Let's watch Jenny Kim.
Gotta go, man.
Don't go anywhere.
Gotta go.
Somewhere in this world is Jenny Kim. She's a fantastic attorney here with Spar and Bernstein. And she, hello! Don't look overly excited to hang out with me now, Jenny.
Very excited, Brad.
You don't look overly excited. I'm the hello!
Hello!
There you are. All right. So over the Christmas holiday, Jenny, as you are well aware, Governor Cuomo pardoned 18 immigrants who faced deportation. And the other day, about a week and a half ago, we spoke with deported former U.S. Marine Marco Chavez, who after 15 years was allowed to re-enter the United States after he was pardoned by Jerry Brown. There are other people who are looking for pardons. So tell us, what's the big news with Governor Cuomo pardoning, and who can be pardoned and who can't?
It's amazing because of the fact that I remember, meeting with prospective clients, and we would discuss pardons, and they didn't seem to be a reality at this point. But hearing the fact that Governor Cuomo has pardoned these individuals, it's not just a path for individuals to be able to get their green cards, to keep their green cards, but even individuals that were previously in immigration court having convicted of an aggravated felony, it opens the doors for them to be able to even apply for citizenship as well.
There's two, if you have a criminal conviction and you're in the deportation process, especially if you're an aggravated felon, or you're getting deported and you don't have relief from deportation, it's like having a cancer. Cancer kills you. You're going to get deported. We saw what happened earlier today with Jean Monteville, who may have already been deported for a criminal offense from 25 years ago. Yep. We saw The gentleman we spoke to at the top of the hour who was from Mexico, who got deported, he didn't have a criminal offense. He was just here out of status. But you see it all the time. And having a criminal record is like having a cancer. There's two ways to go about it. You can try to vacate your convictions. And there's certain states and certain counties where vacating is easier than others. And there's certain states and counties where they're almost impossible. Or you can try to pardon.
Even within New York.
You can even, you can try to pardon. Now, what is the difference, or do you want to talk about what the difference between vacating and pardoning is?
Well, vacating a conviction is essentially you're reopening your conviction, your case, and once it's vacated, it's set aside, meaning that you no longer have that conviction.
It's as if it never happened. It's as if it never happened. And you go to do that through your district attorney, through the local judge who convicted you, and it's almost like wiped off the record. It's like taking white out and whiting out the conviction. Versus a pardon, what a pardon is, you're convicted, and then what? And now you're not convicted.
You've been forgiven.
You've been forgiven, but you still have that conviction. But you still have that conviction. Right. So who are there any restrictions on people? Now, Governor Cuomo pardoned 18 people. I know people have come to us about vacating convictions. If you didn't get your conviction vacated, but you could always try to pardon. One doesn't preclude the other. Certainly nothing bad happens to you by trying to request a pardon. Governor Cuomo's not going to hand you over to immigration. He's just going to say no. Most governors would just, say no or yes. But what are the restrictions, if any, on pardons?
Individuals with any sort of drug convictions, even something as simple as marijuana possession, fortunately, even if they are pardoned, the immigration consequences still remain, meaning that it doesn't go away.
So pardoning works for everything but a drug offense.
That's correct.
So Jean Monteville, I know his wife was on earlier, said they were trying to pardon in Virginia, and unfortunately, even if he got the pardon, he would still be a deportable alien. Versus vacating the conviction. Vacating means it never happened.
Never happened.
How do you go about filing a pardon, Jenny? What do we do?
Well, it's about telling a story, right? You have to be able to prove to Governor Cuomo or whoever it is in your state that you're a changed individual. You accept responsibility for whatever happened in your past, and over the years, you present a story that you're no longer that person, how you've changed. You've been paying and filing your taxes, supporting your family, doing volunteer work, whatever it takes in terms of telling a good story and proving to the government that you are indeed, that you deserve forgiveness.
Being a lawyer is really telling your client's story, being a good lawyer.
Yeah.
And it's in almost anything, whether it's in the pardon application, explaining
waiver
applications, why this person should be forgiven and given a waiver, why this person should be given a pardon. Even if you're on trial in a civil offense and you're asking for money for somebody, okay? Moshe, he tells a good story why this person should be given all this money for all their pain and suffering. Being a good lawyer, first and foremost, is telling a good story. And it goes the same with a pardon application as well. So in this day and age with Donald Trump in the White House, I don't think it's too big of a stretch to say why pardons are important.
Oh man, pardons are so important, and again, it's become a reality that it's a possibility that your pardon could be granted.
Yes, 18 people. Now, by the way, I did see that one of the pardons was for a drug conviction, and Governor Cuomo took pleasure in saying, I even pardoned it. But you know what? That pardon doesn't help. Governor Cuomo doesn't even understand the immigration laws. He pardoned somebody, and that person is still deportable. Believe it or not. What would have given this man more pleasure and Governor Cuomo more pleasure is if Governor Cuomo called up his buddy in the district attorney's office and said, "Hey,
let's reopen this case.
Reopen it.
Yeah, vacate it.
Right. All right. Any last words, Jenny?
I would just say that for anybody out there that does have a criminal conviction that affects your immigration benefits, and where there are immigration consequences, come see us. Let's talk about filing a pardon for you if that is an option for you.
You know what? If you can't fight them in immigration, you got to fight them criminal. If having a criminal offense is like having a cancer. And you literally have to cut that cancer out of your body. It's like being a doctor. So how are you going to cut that cancer out if you're going to get deported? You're going to vacate your conviction? You're going to request a pardon. Certainly, we saw in California, Jerry Brown's given pardons. Certainly, we saw in New York, Governor Cuomo has given pardons. Perhaps other governors in other states that haven't been publicized yet are given pardons too. We see it in Brooklyn, in the Bronx, locally here in our local county courthouses, judges and district attorneys feeling very sorry for people who have criminal offenses and vacating them as well. Or many times reopening and changing the plea to something that's not deportable, which also works.
Yes, we do.
Which also works.
Yeah, that
well.
actually works.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Jenny. Jenny's a fantastic attorney, super lawyer, voted several years in a row. Unbelievable attorney. I don't know where this firm would be without Jenny. Jenny Kim, fabulous
thank
lawyer.
you, Brad.
Thank you very much. And thank you for joining us here on the show for a couple of minutes. I know you got to get back to work.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right.
I am black.
You know who's also back?
Who?
Back.
It's the Brad and Squeeze Show, folks. I want to
Jerry
say
from
thanks
Queens.
to everybody for tuning in. Prior results do not guarantee similar
One
outcomes.
second.
Hello,
Jerry
can I
from
speak,
Queens. Jerry.
Good afternoon.
Squeeze is trying to end the show. We got Jerry, Squeeze.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm calling you, the reason I'm calling you. I'm calling America 2011 with a C1D visa. Then I got married 2014, and then they denied me to give me the green card. Which process can I start and to get my green card? Should I go for a waiver, or should I stay until I don't know what I'm supposed to do?
You're married to a citizen?
Yes.
Okay, and you came on a Siemens visa, which is a C1D1.
Yes.
Where are you from, Jerry?
I'm from Haiti.
You're from Haiti. Did you get the TPS?
No, I didn't get it because I come 2011.
Okay, fine.
I tried to get it, and when I come 2011, they sent me the card after they asked me to be there January 2011. They refused to give me
question for you.
Yes.
Did your wife file an I-130 visa petition for you?
Yes, she filed it. It's okay. Everything is okay.
Okay, so now that the I-130 is approved, you came on a Siemens visa, we need to do a provisional waiver for you. And we want to do it as quickly as possible for you. Provisional waivers, especially for Haiti, should be approved because of what a disaster it is back there still. Okay? So as long as we file a provisional waiver, you'll go back to Haiti for 2 weeks, you'll get your green card, and you'll come back. Okay? And we can help you.
Okay, thank you.
Hold on one
can
second.
I come to your
Yes, you can.
office?
Hold on 1 minute. Yes, you can. All right, Squeeze. You see? Another person we helped.
Sure you don't want to continue?
I can.
I know you can.
Belgium Kim. We have people on Facebook. Belgium Kim. We have questions on Facebook?
I've got to go.
All right. So do I. I got to go too. So
I gotta
anybody
go.
who left their questions on Facebook, I'm terribly sorry. Squeeze has to go.
Brad has to go too.
I don't have to go, but we'll
Okay,
get
so
to all.
stay. You should stay.
I may want to.
Why
but
don't you
we'll
do
get-
that?
Well, because it's not the same. It's not the Brad show. It's the Brad and Squeeze show. So if Squeeze leaves, then I got to leave.
Nobody loves me anyway.
I love you.
No, you don't.
All right. We'll see you all tomorrow, same time, 5:30 to 7:30. Thanks for watching.
And
We're
thank
out
you
of
so much again for tuning in. 5:30.
The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar Bernstein Law Firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465.
What are you doing?